And then I realized what was happening. I thought it was asleep. It was actually dead.
Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Cousin
Connection Podcast.
Come on. You said you listened.
I do, but I thought you guys were going to be creative.
Oh, the third person you hear right now.
Podcast.
You guys, we finally got him on.
The official, unofficial older brother. One, actually both by blood, technically.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, okay.
I'm your dad's, okay?
Huh?
I'm your dad's.
What? No.
That's crazy. You're not my dad.
No.
Even though he technically did raise us a little bit, kinda. Okay? Maybe a little advice here and there. That's all it is.
Advice?
Okay?
Oh, man. We got a lot to unpack here.
If you guys think that our advice is really good, wait until you hear the OG family therapist.
So where should we start then? Should we start like on your background first?
Yeah.
Oh, let's start with like some fun stuff when we were kids.
Okay. We're gonna start with
our upbringing.
So I have this section be on like clearing up stories of our past. Okay, this one's gonna be a hot one. Starting out first, it's gonna be from left field. Did you actually?
Which story is this?
Hold on, this story's about me?
Yeah. Which one?
First of all,
was there a time where you farted so bad that you had to get rid of the couch? See, she knows what I'm talking about. I didn't know. I still don't know if this story is true.
Oh my god, I'm crying.
This was like a story I heard when I was a child that
it's like folklore.
he like destroyed, like he just ripped into the couch so hard.
Legend had it, right?
Oh my god.
Legend had you ripped into his couch so badly you had to get it replaced.
Oh my god.
Okay.
You just noticed you...
I just recorded. I wasn't recording. Okay.
This
I'm
whole
sorry.
time?
I'll get the audio from the other things. Don't worry. It's okay. It's
okay.
okay. Yeah.
So, I don't know if it's actually that I farted in the couch, but the couch did get thrown out.
Yeah.
Why and how?
Yeah.
I don't know if I should... Okay, so here's what happened. Okay?
Yeah.
We're all hanging out. We're sitting on the couch. I think it was probably maybe winter break or I don't know.
Yeah.
Like we went over to their house like a lot. So they were younger. I'm older. Probably a teenager at that point. So,
no, I don't think you were a teen yet.
No?
No, we
Dang,
were
I was
really
mischievous
young.
from then?
This was before Ali ever existed, so we were all young.
You sure he wasn't there?
Yeah, he wasn't there yet. Or if he was a baby for sure.
Yeah, okay.
I remember this vividly. I have a very good long
I
memory.
don't know if you remember what I'm about to say.
I know. You
Okay.
farted, and then when you told us to smell it, and then you shoved our faces in the thing. And it smelled like rotten eggs. I remember that.
There's a reason why.
Why, Sabri?
It wasn't just my fart.
Did you poo?
No, I didn't poo in the couch.
I'm sorry, Amal. We had to clear it up, okay?
Amal's gonna be so mad at us.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
it smelled like rotten egg. There was a real rotten egg in there.
No.
What are you
There's
talking?
no
I don't
way.
remember that.
There's no way.
Okay, in the couch, there was like a cut.
Yeah.
So
I remember about the cut. I heard about the cut. But I thought it was because of the force.
No! I legit put a raw, like hard-boiled egg inside there.
Why?
And then I farted and told people to smell it. But they were smelling the egg. And no one knew the egg was in there. And over time, it just smelled terrible.
Why did you do that?
Probably something I saw on TV.
And they didn't get rid of the couch? I mean, they got rid of the couch because of that? Or
There was an egg wedged into it, I'm sure.
It was like
Oh
smelling.
my god. Amir,
This.
please, can you give me a tissue?
But it's like one of those things after you've done it, like
Yeah.
you can't admit that you did something like that because they'll kill
Yeah.
you.
So you're like, I'm just going to let them replace the whole
ruthless.
couch.
Huh?
You're just like, I'm just going to let them replace the whole couch.
Well, at that point, they were planning to do it anyway.
No, but did you ever take the egg out? Oh my god, that's why they replaced
Yeah.
it.
Obviously,
Well, now you guys know.
how can you have a fart that lasts like days?
Oh my god.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I need to clear up
It's like,
that
it's like
story.
one of those jars, like, oh, you chopped it in the jar?
That's what I thought. For real, for so many years, I actually thought that was like the reason they got rid of it, because it was like so bad that the smell wouldn't go away. It was like a skunk or something.
I genuinely didn't know the egg thing. I don't even think Hanan and Anwar know that.
I'm pretty sure Anwar knows because I showed it to him.
And he just never said anything?
Yeah, because he was my boy.
Anwar, I'm gonna text him and be like, "You
Yeah.
knew there? I did not know there was an egg in there."
Yeah.
Can I talk about? Okay, so now we've covered that up. Now we've covered that.
All right.
There's a more traumatic story.
I know exactly what you're gonna bring up. The chicken leg.
There's that too.
There's another one.
I was gonna talk about the cat situation. Which one should we talk about first?
The chicken leg.
Okay,
That's so traumatizing.
So what's the story about the chicken leg? Oh,
The chicken leg?
Yeah. So apparently there was one time where as children, let's just say, we were
Sabri
being
used to babysit
accosted
us.
by a chicken leg by this guy right here. Where'd you get that idea from?
I think it was from the movie, a scary movie.
Oh
Remember
yeah,
Scary Movie?
the guy, the janitor,
Where he goes like
the
this.
janitor. Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Oh,
yes,
It
yes.
was that
okay.
movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
See,
and then-
movies do influence kids, guys. Okay.
Yeah, but then like I remember I just showed it to you.
Mhm.
Like I don't know. Sometimes you just open the freezer, you look for ice cream, and a chicken foot falls out. Like,
Yeah, okay.
That's how our upbringing.
The
was.
weird thing is that to this day, for like the past 20 years, we haven't had one chicken leg in our fridge ever.
No, you know what it
It's
was?
not a chicken leg. It's a foot.
It
Yeah,
was
no,
the
we haven't
foot.
had a chicken foot
No,
in
my
our
mom-
fridge for years.
I remember that time.
Why?
My mom bought it to like use it to make broth or something. She wasn't gonna eat the foot. It was just like part of like it came
Has
together.
she
like
ever-
when like she used to buy like the full chicken.
Yeah.
So like you'd use the other parts
Yeah.
for obvious things, and then you're like stuck with the foot,
Mhm.
the neck, and all that kind of stuff. And
Do they ever? Has she ever bought a chicken leg after that day? A chicken foot
The
after
foot?
that day?
No.
Maybe it's because of you.
Well, no. Like other people eat chicken feet,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
They could eat that?
Yeah.
There's like no meat on it though.
No, but
No,
it's like,
there's
it
no
gets
way they eat
crispy.
that. Yeah,
It's
really?
Like, yeah.
They probably deep fry it. Deep frying
Yeah,
stuff like
you deep
it just
fry
like
it. You deep fry it.
you can chew through anything after it's deep fried. Yeah.
So I can't remember who was like the first like victim.
Mhm.
It was probably me.
Maybe it was you.
And
But
then you waited till
but
he
I like
came
I know
over.
I would like not persuade you, but like manipulate you guys and be like, oh, look at this cool thing. I feel like what I did was I took it and I tickled you in your neck, and
you
then you turned
probably-
around and you were like, what is that? And then I showed you and you screamed.
And then
But then
yeah.
I came up to you and I chased you around.
The funny thing is that today that would unfaze me. Like I'd be
But why
fine.
were you? You were like
No,
deathly
no.
afraid.
No,
of
you were
Amir.
scared of
No,
it.
back in the day, I was just ferratu. You can confirm that. I was like a person who was just scared of everything. I feel like I was.
It was literally just a chicken foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember you were so scared that you locked yourself in the
Did
bathroom.
I get locked in the bathroom that same day?
Yes, you ran there to hide.
No, but there was a day where I got stuck in the washroom.
Oh.
And like apparently you were feeding me like food through the bottom of it.
Yeah, that was that day. That
Was
was
it the same
Because
day?
you
You're
were
probably
so
terrified,
mad.
yeah.
He was
Yeah.
so mad he wouldn't come out, so he was giving you French fries under the door. I remember
Okay, maybe
that.
that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the kind of person I was. And then there's that story of when you, Hanan, Anwar, I think Ali too, but you guys were like annoying me. And you were just like wrestling on top of me, pushing me around.
Oh,
not
by the way,
listening
there's
to
a 4-year
anything.
age difference here.
Yeah, we're like four and a half ish.
Yeah.
So, but he always just seemed so much like bigger back then.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
That's
I
why
guess.
it would take like 2 or 3 of
4 year
us.
difference is
Yeah.
pretty big.
Mhm.
Yeah, but then. So yeah, so you guys were like really just annoying me, and then you guys wanted like I had to feed you guys too, right? Like I feed you guys your macaroni, I made hot dogs, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So then
Feeding
I
us
can't
at, like,
remember
8
who it
years
was,
old.
but like you guys wanted milk,
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I remember
and I
that.
was so annoyed. I'm like, how am I gonna get these kids back?
Mm-hmm.
So I took glasses of milk for everybody.
Wait, where's this
So
going?
evil.
I don't even know.
I took glasses of milk for everyone,
Mm-hmm.
and I put like spoonfuls of salt in it.
I didn't tell you this story.
Okay.
I don't. Hey, my
And then-
memory for my childhood, because of this guy probably is like
Yeah.
completely fried.
No, you have other reasons. But
Yeah.
I put salt in it, and
Yeah.
then I told them all to like drink it at the same time, and I instantly just saw all their faces like
I
This is
remember.
bad. And then
Yeah.
when you're like my son's age, like 4 or 5,
Yeah.
like you're very impressionable and
Yeah.
you believe the elders.
Yeah.
So I was like, they're like, this doesn't taste good. I'm like, no, don't worry, it's good. This is how it's supposed to be.
You actually threatened us and told us that we weren't allowed to like either eat our food or play or something. But you threatened us, so we had to drink it while we were gagging.
I had to get my lick back, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for today.
And you know what's crazy is years later. Like when I say years, I mean like maybe like 5-6 years later.
Yeah.
Me and Hanan tried to get him back. But Hanan, when she put the salt in the milk, she mixed it. So the first, like for him, he didn't mix it. So we got like halfway through the milk, and then we started to taste the salt.
Oh, it like all went to the bottom?
Yeah, because he
that's
just like
crazy.
poured it in.
Yeah.
But she mixed it, so like the first sip,
Yeah.
it was salty, and we were at her house. And
I'm like slowly getting disgusted. I'm just thinking about the taste of it.
imagine like expired milk.
Ugh, nah,
So
I
her
can't.
mom was home.
Yeah.
And so Sabri the snitch goes to her and he's like, there's something wrong with your milk. And because Sabri's the oldest one and out of all of our cousins, like the parents looked at him like the golden child. You can see me rolling my eyes. So my aunt drinks the milk and she spits it back in the cup because she's like, oh my God, why is it salty? And she's like, no, we just bought it. What happened? So she's calling Hanan. Hanan gets in trouble. I get in trouble. Sabri's like, yeah, they put milk in it. They put salt in the milk. And then we got in trouble.
Yeah.
So you're a snitch as well, huh?
He's the...
Snitch?
Do you
Sabri
deserve the lick back now?
is the biggest
You
snitch
just need to know
Yeah.
ever.
how to stay on the good side of the parents. That's all.
That was me too, you know, I'm just saying.
You were not on the good side of the parents.
Yeah, I was. Me? Okay. I learned I
No.
learned later on. I learned later on.
Yeah,
I learned
later.
later on.
You learned too
like-
late in the game when like they couldn't like punish you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I stayed on the good side.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I was a pretty bad kid early on.
But see, the home skills also
Mm-hmm.
transferred into school too. Like you need to be on the teacher's good side too, so you never get in trouble.
Yeah, I always got in trouble.
Really?
Yeah, I knew what the inside of the principal's office knew.
No,
Like,
I in school, I could do the worst things and
Yeah.
I never got in trouble.
I see.
I even like fought a kid in class in front of the teacher.
And you didn't go to the
Like,
office?
I
or
got
whatever?
detention, but he got suspended.
And that's crazy.
That's
Because like, how you gonna?
what was the fight for? You probably don't know at this point.
No, I
I
do.
feel-
I
oh,
do
you do?
remember. So
What?
this kid was like a bully in the
Yeah.
school, okay? And we had a supply teacher.
Mm-hmm.
I think she was a supply teacher.
Yeah.
Or like she was just like a new teacher that just kind of
Things always go down with supply
training.
teachers. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he wanted like to embarrass me.
Mm-hmm.
So he puts his hand up. He says the teacher's name and he's like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, he has a crush on you."
What the hell? That's so random.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wasn't this like 6th grade or something? We were
think
we were
it was
still in the
either
same
me
school.
being 5th or 6th grade. and
Yeah.
then- And then he was a grade older.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you were in the
'Cause,
split
we were
class.
always in split classes.
Mm-hmm.
But like this kid, nobody liked him, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get him back. And
So
then I
you-
said something else, like
Yeah.
I like we exchanged words.
Yeah.
And then we got up. We just started pushing each other. I took him to the chalkboard, rammed him in. This was like
What's wrong with you?
WWF
It's like Diary of
times.
Wimpy Kids, bro.
Okay, and you remember the chalkboard?
Yeah.
And you know how they had like small erasers,
Yeah.
and then they had those like big long ones. You
Yeah.
remember those
We
big
never had
long
the big
erasers?
long ones.
You never had the big long.
We didn't have that
erasers?
Where
budget.
you could
Yeah.
erase like a lot from the board.
I
Oh, you know
remember
what?
that. The long, like and the handle was wooden.
I think I remember it now.
You
No,
probably-
no,
maybe
this
from
one,
high
this one was
school.
like kind of floppy, but like somewhat solid. There is a wooden handle one.
I
Yeah.
remember
But, like,
from high school, not
The
from
small
elementary
ones
school.
had a wooden handle, and then
Oh.
it was like more like a hairbrush type
Mhm.
thing.
Yeah, yeah.
This thing was like a loaf of bread,
Oh my god.
What?
so it was like kind of floppy.
I don't
So you'd
remember
have to
that.
use like 2 hands to erase like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I remember taking that and then like going boom on his back.
I
Like it
see a
was-
giant mark. on his
yeah,
back.
first of
so
all, there's a big
funny.
like chalk mark, and then
Yeah.
there's like dusty everywhere.
Oh my god. Didn't any of the kids stop you guys?
The kids were cheering me on because he was
Oh
a
my
class
God.
bully.
I know you felt nice.
And this is
I
like,
took one for the team, okay? I gave him the beating, and then the next day I came back to school,
Mm.
and then everyone's like, "Yo, Sabri, you beat up this guy," like, and everyone's like, like putting this like aura around me.
This is yeah,
like,
aura in
like
elementary
you
school.
faced the bully.
Yeah,
That's so
Yeah, it
funny.
was
I
good times,
actually
good times.
I just
remember
picture them all
that.
like carrying him. Sabri.
No, like you know, in school, like rumors, not rumors, but like word spreads
Yeah.
fast. I remember they were like, Sarah, your brother got into a fight, and I was like, oh, what happened? And then ever since that day, I used to threaten the kids in my class and be like, I'll call my brother on you, and they knew.
Yeah.
They knew.
I don't know. Like, I feel like I was a good student, obviously, right? Like,
Yeah.
I was like good in my subjects. Teachers liked me.
Yeah,
Did my homework, but then I never took shit from people.
that was that WWE vibes right there.
No,
That's
like it's
all the
like
all the
I would be
influence.
like you'd be nice to people
Yeah.
and stuff, but then there would always be like a certain line, and if
Yeah.
someone crossed that with me, I wasn't afraid to exchange some blows.
Okay, but we don't
See,
condone
that's where I
violence
learned
here.
it from. That's why I was always getting to fights in school.
You too?
Yeah.
But you were always so nice.
Huh?
Actually, as a child, you were
in,
angry.
In elementary school, I was crazy. Once I went to high school, I don't know what happened. Literally, from going to grade 8 to grade 9, there was a shift in mentality. Like I was
Oh.
completely a different person.
Because when you went to high school, you're like, oh,
Yeah, I'm
There's,
not.
like,
I'm not the top of the food chain.
people that are the size of my dad here. You know,
Real.
especially like when you enter in grade 9, you're just at the bottom of the totem pole,
Yeah.
and
That's
everyone's just like intimidating.
I think. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's a big part of it. Is because like there's a growth spurt as well, right?
Yeah,
Some people they from that 1 year alone they can grow up like a good foot.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
but it's also a mentality shift,
yeah.
because then you're like, oh, I'm like almost 15, 16.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't change my ways, my life can be over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that could also be.
that's when I stopped fighting too.
See, you too.
In high
Did you not? You didn't fight in high school at all?
Yeah, elementary school
can
we would
get,
throw
like,
hands, man.
There's eventually my like decision making was like, okay, you know, you do this, you might get like your anger out,
Yeah.
but then there's like consequences. Like now you can be held liable. Like people can press charges, and then I'm like, well, I don't want that to happen to me. I don't want that to happen to my family. I want to like, you know, graduate high school, go to university. I had like these big dreams, but then if you're, you know,
if your record doesn't look good,
undeveloped mind
Mm-hmm.
tells you to fight, and then you make a poor decision in your young childhood age, that could like affect your future.
Sounds a lot like a first child problem. Because I never had
Well-
those thoughts. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
No?
No.
Yeah, no, that's how
But I also
like,
wasn't fighting in school.
that's how
so,
like I guess I, not that I calmed down, but
Mhm.
then I was just like, let's not put myself in situations where I know I will have to hold myself
But
back.
you made that a conscious decision?
Mhm.
I feel like I made that decision, but not consciously. I think I just like, because also in elementary school, I was involved in a lot more. I feel like I had more of a crew.
Activities?
Huh?
You mean involved in activities?
Like I was involved in, but like you also had like recess, right? So you had a group of like a crew that you hung out with, and usually, you know, a lot of the fights happen within the crew, which is
do you
funny.
remember?
You fought your
do you-
friends?
Like, you know, you'd like
No.
playing like you'd be playing like
Hold up.
Mhm.
What season in the
Yeah.
year had the best recesses?
What season?
Yeah.
Summer.
Winter.
It's
No.
winter.
Yeah.
Indoor recess?
Because you had like
It's
we had
winter.
tobogganing too
No.
and snowballs.
Did you guys not like do Red Rover?
Yeah.
In the
or
winter?
wrestling, or
Mhm.
building snowmen.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't play Red Rover in the winter.
That was the best.
No,
Red
we nev-
Rover, because in Red Rover,
You have your
You hold
jackets and
hands.
stuff on? That's
no,
why?
but you're supposed to hold hands and
No,
then run through, right?
I know, but we never played that in the winter. Also, by the time I got to like that age,
Yeah.
Red Rover got banned.
Dang.
Really?
Yeah, it
I
got
wonder
banned
what
at
it's
my
like
school.
to be a child. Like,
I
these
think it
days.
banned in our school. In our
No,
school,
'cause-
we were playing this game called, I forget. It was like basically you would stand against a wall.
And they throw
and-
the ball at you.
Yeah, you throw a ball
It's
at
called
them.
red ass.
Yeah, that thing exactly.
And we never played that.
And that's
Okay.
when we fought a lot.
So this is how the game works, okay? You have a tennis ball.
Why would you want to play that?
It's a cool
Guys, yeah,
game.
it's a
It's
good-
kind of based off of like the skills of baseball players,
Yeah.
okay? So you would throw the ball against the brick wall of the school.
Yeah.
But then you're supposed to like throw it on an angle or so hard that it's hard for the people behind you, because
To
there's
catch
like
it.
usually like a crowd of people. And then you throw it, and then whoever catches it,
Mm-hmm.
that means you get a letter, R. And then
Oh, you're not trying to hit the person standing against the wall?
no, as
No,
soon
that's
as you get all
after-
the letters spelt out, then you need to stand at the wall, and then they stand like at a certain distance,
Mm-hmm.
and then they whip the ball at you.
Yeah.
But the thing is like sometimes people don't have good accuracy when they throw, so they'll miss, right?
Yeah.
So they only get one shot, and it's the person who catches it. So like if somebody gets you, then you come back into the game. You start from R, and then they already might be at like REDAS, and they just need an S. And so when they go to throw, you're gonna like try and catch it so you can get them back. It was a fun game.
But I hated cheaters. There were some kids who, like, when it's their time to throw the ball at you, they would step closer than they're supposed to, or they would aim for the head. Yeah. When they aim for the head,
that's dangerous.
We threw hands. We just went at it. We did not care.
Did you guys not have what are they called?
We had hall but like we would play in the part where they can't really see us as much. Oh, there's like a wall that's further out.
They're not hall monitors. What are they called? The people that like watch you.
Teachers and
usually they're volunteers. They're not even teachers half the time.
They're teachers on duty.
Yeah, but for us, we didn't have teachers. We had like maybe one teacher, but there'd be the rest of them would be like volunteers, like parents from around or people from the neighborhood.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's like specific people who would do it. Oh, okay. Yeah. It wouldn't be like a random person they would pick every time. But yeah, there was like one time where we were in the field and we were about to fight with another crew.
Whoa, crew against crew?
For real. And then like, because I don't know if you guys remember this, but in my school, like there was a path that would go through our yard or through our field that connected to the stores, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
And I guess right when we were about to start fighting, there was this like white boy who was about to like punch like a black dude or a Jamaican boy, and his dad comes out of nowhere. You hear this guy coming from like 50 feet away, and he's screaming at the top of his lungs, and he almost like picks up this other kid, this white dude, and like chucks him across.
Oh my god!
The field. Yeah, they had to stop him. Like one of the teachers had to come and like stop him because first he was shouting in his face, and he's getting ready to hit him for like trying to beat up his son. Yeah. So things like that would happen because the parents they're from that neighborhood. Parents would walk through all the time. Like I'd see my mom sometimes.
Just comes to check up on you?
No, like they would be going to the store because it's right across, right?
They're allowed to walk through school property though?
Yeah, they actually close that off now.
Yeah, I was going to say like that's not safe.
No, because there was also one guy who was like mentally ill or mentally disabled who would like buy stuff from the stores, and he would stand on like the other side of the fence, or sometimes he'd even walk in and he would like start giving the kids stuff. But we were all friends with him. He was like some Asian guy. He had like the thickest glasses. You could like literally his eye pupils were like pin needles from how thick his glasses were. But he was so like innocent. And we play with him all the time, and then eventually...
That's kind of like so innocent, but keep like so dangerous.
No, but he was like, you could tell he was like, he had the mentality of like a child as well. Just the way he acted.
He probably, that made him so happy.
Yeah, we loved that guy, man. He would always wait for us at recess and like...
That's kind of cute.
Yeah, but they closed it off because of that.
Really?
Yeah, that whole walkway is gone now.
You know what that story reminded me of? Do you remember that one time? The one time I got into a fight at school?
I thought you were going to bring this up because you said that I was rubbing off on you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let's see if she remembers that.
I do remember, of course. That was my one and only time I ever got into a physical fight at school.
Yeah.
It's, when I tell you the story, you're going to be like, that is such a sad story, okay? So
let's see if you remember the same details as me.
Of course I do.
All right.
One thing you guys need to know about me, I have a very obsessive personality. You guys should know this by now. As a child, what was the one thing I was obsessed with? It's a toy. What did I love the most when I was a
Barbie?
kid? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I thought it was a trick question.
No. Like, I loved Barbies. I had so many, and I would take them with me to school.
Yeah.
Because... I don't know. I just take.
I think every kid took something to school and,
like
and
their favorite
it was
toys,
lost
right?
forever.
Yeah. So I had one of my favorite Barbies with me. Okay. And usually I would wait. Like at this point, Sabri and I were in different schools. He was in like middle school at this point. So I would always have to wait for him after class in the park until he came to pick me up.
Oh, were they like close to each other?
No, it's like at least a 10-minute walk.
10-minute walk's nothing.
But as a kid,
hey, I was like. What's grade 7?
Like 13.
13? Yeah.
Okay, but 13-year-olds nowadays don't even walk to school.
I guess so, yeah.
They don't? Well,
no, in this neighborhood they do still because it's part of the neighborhood.
I crossed major streets.
You'll be fine. You lived.
Crossing Danforth Avenue,
you were fine.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, we actually lived in a pretty like.
Well, I went to that middle school for summer school. I got stabbed there, but
that's what, you got stabbed?
Dory, continue with your story. I got stabbed in the hand. Yeah, with a pencil.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I got stabbed by a pencil too before.
We were stabbing each other with pencils all the time. Right? That's why I have to change to those like what do they call them? The
God.
pencils
HB
that like
pencils
huh?
with the lead in it.
Lead pencils, yeah.
Those are worse. They're sharper.
But they broke
They
easy.
break.
Yeah.
But they were like sharp that they could.
They were sharp though, yeah. Like needles. You remember you used to do that thing with them? You like go on your skin and press it down like it's a needle?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, continue.
Yeah, so I was waiting for my brother, and there was this older girl on the swing, and I was waiting my turn, and so I was like, can I go on the swing after you? And then she saw the Barbie in my hand, and she's like, only if you give me the Barbie. And you know how much Barbie's meant to me. So I was like, in my head as a child, this made sense. Like, this was a fair trade.
Like, give it to her?
Yes. I know, it's kind of crazy. I was young and dumb, clearly, so I said, okay. So she finally gets off, and I'm trying to give her my Barbie, and I grab the handle of the swing. There's another girl. She was like a foreign exchange student from, I think she was from China. Like, I'm not even trying to be, like, I genuinely remember her being from China. So she also grabbed the other handle, and I was like, no, I'm on the swing. It's my turn. And she, like, didn't really speak English, so she was trying to tell me like, no, I want to go on. I was like, no, I'm next. Of course. So now we're kind of like yelling at each other in whatever language. I don't know what we were talking to each other, but we're both yelling at each other and both trying to sit on the swing at the same time. And so now like I'm trying to take her hand off. She's trying to take my hand off. She's like digging her nails into my hand. I'm doing the same. We're like pulling it, like legit fighting at this
like
point.
A cat fight at this point.
Yeah, like we're fighting, screaming, crying. And then her mom shows up, and her mom doesn't yell at me because she's not speaking to me in English. Like she's speaking in her language. Yeah. So she's yelling at her daughter, and then all of a sudden, I hear Sabri's voice in the distance. Sara!
Just comes running in slow motion.
No, he did. He ran because he can see like as he's walking towards like the school field and the park. Like you can see all of this happening. Yeah. You can tell from your perspective.
It's funny because I actually don't remember the swing.
Yeah, that's what we fought over. And then I remember like when I saw him, I started crying.
Yeah, I remember that. But like, I feel like what I vividly remember is her mom was like shouting in Chinese. Yeah. And then you were like dragging her hair around and like on top of her. But I felt like this was on a grass.
We
like,
probably made it
area.
to the there was a sandbox in the where the swing was. Yeah.
And then I was like, she's getting some.
So let's just go on a little bit more.
Because the parents were like kind of surrounding. That's when I was like, nah, I gotta get her out before she gets in trouble. Because this is how I thought. Yeah. Like, if you need a fight, get it in. Yeah. But don't get in trouble. Because like once you get in trouble and you like have that reputation, it's kind of hard to flip that. So that's kind of why I was there to protect
I wasn't smart enough to not get in trouble.
I didn't get in trouble in the moment. It was also after school. But the next day, that girl, I forgot her name, but anyways, she's such a snitch. Her mom and her went to class
the
early.
Exchange student?
Yeah.
They told
the teacher. So the teacher made me publicly apologize. And she's like, we have to make them feel welcome. And I was like, get out of here.
What? Hey, she was also a part of this. This is a 50-50 thing, okay?
Right.
Wait, but what happened to the Barbie then?
The other girl took it and left. And I didn't even get my turn on the swing. That's why I'm mad. Ugh.
I would have been so pissed as a parent.
Do you remember how old you were?
Yeah, that was
grade 2 or 3.
That was grade 2. Grade 2. I was what, 7? 6? How old are you in grade 7?
No, you're 8.
No, I was
in grade 7?
No.
You're 12.
Grade 2. You're 8.
What, in grade 7?
How old are you in
grade 2?
Oh, grade 2. I thought you said grade 7. Okay.
You said how old are you in grade 7?
Did I?
You did,
My bad. I'm like, I'm a dumbass. That's so funny. Oh my god.
What's his name? What's his name? He's like in grade 1 now, no? No.
He'll be going to grade 1.
He'll be going to grade. Oh, okay, so he hasn't had the the chance to get into any scuffles yet.
Okay. He's gotten into fights at school already.
I wonder how it is from a parent's perspective. Like, how do you deal with that? Do you be like, good on champ?
There's always one parent that does that, right?
Really? Yeah.
It's definitely not a mall.
And it's the other parent who's like, you shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
And they're
Yeah.
like taking it more seriously.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one parent, usually it's the dad.
Yeah.
It's like encourages it.
Because I feel like that's gonna be hard for me as a parent. So
What?
like whenever I feel like my kid is
I
justified.
have a real sorry, but
Yeah.
I have like a real timely story.
Oh, go ahead.
I think it was this morning. Okay?
Yeah.
So like he's on summer break now,
Mhm.
and then we were dropping off his brother at daycare
Mhm.
or at his school, and then he was like modeling what I say to him.
Yeah.
It's like, and but he was saying it to his brother. He's like,
Yeah.
"Have a good day, be nice to your friends." And this
Okay.
is unprovoked. This
Yeah.
is the two of them talking in the back of the
Yeah.
car. He's like, have a good day, be nice to your friends.
Mhm.
And then he goes, if anybody hits you, you hit them back.
Oh my god.
And then he's like, if they scratch you, you scratch them back. And so
Were
in
you
my-
like sitting there trying not to laugh?
I was laughing while driving. But then I was like, no, let's not
Yeah.
be hitting people at school. And then
Mhm.
he's like, okay.
Mhm.
But if they hit you hard,
Yeah.
Make sure you get one swing in.
yeah. And
That's
then,
so funny.
No, Noah said that.
Oh, really?
He's like,
Mhm.
he's like, if they hit him hard, then he
Yeah.
can hit them back. I was like, fine. But then I told him like, hey, if they hit you
Mhm.
hard, go tell the teacher. And
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, okay, I'll tell the teacher. So
I don't know.
that's
if
what I
don't
said.
know-
Like
I don't know
young
if I'm
kids,
good enough for that.
young kids are very impressionable.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
you really need to be careful of what you say to
Mhm.
them because they'll believe it
Yeah.
Mhm.
and they will act on it too.
Mhm.
Like they repeat so much of what you
Mhm.
say
Yeah.
just in your everyday languages.
Mhm.
In your everyday conversations, they'll hear it and then they repeat it and then they want to
Even when you're not talking to them, right?
Yeah, especially when you're not talking
Yeah.
to them. They listen and they
Yeah.
absorb.
Mhm.
Like it's
How many times like you and I will be talking and then he'll like repeat it,
He'll
or if
chime
I'm
in.
talking to Amma,
Really?
Yeah, he'll chime
just
in,
chime
like-
in. He'll just chime in as if you're talking to him.
Yeah.
so true. Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
or like there will be times where they
Mhm.
come over
Mhm.
and Noah will say something and I'm like, how do you even know that word? Like
Yeah.
I will never forget the day that he started speaking like full sentences and I was like, oh, you speak English? And he looked at me like, what?
Yeah.
Wait. So, when does that happen? When does that flip happen? To where like, you know how like
Like
at a
they're
certain
fully
age you
just-
can say whatever you want in front of they're not gonna
Yeah.
get it, right? Like, is there like literally a day where that flips?
Yeah. There
Really?
is, yeah. For a long period of time, they're
Yeah.
just like listening,
Mhm.
absorbing everything.
Yeah.
Eventually, you realize they understand.
Mm.
You call their name, you tell them to do stuff.
Yeah.
They do it, but they just can't talk.
Yeah.
So then it will like slowly, gradually start with like a few words, one
Mhm.
word, 2 words together, like 2 syllables together.
Yeah.
And then it'll just happen one day where
Yeah.
then they just start talking.
That's so
But
weird.
like they don't jump to full sentences
Yeah.
and conversations right away.
Yeah.
But definitely they'll jump to like expressing themselves.
Yeah.
Asking for things.
Mhm.
And it just slowly builds on that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Was that weird when you first happened? Like you were just one
You
day
don't-
you're like,
so,
did
in
you
the
just
day-
ask for something?
In the day to day you actually
Yeah.
don't
Notice?
like you won't catch it
Yeah.
until maybe it's like the way they say things
Mhm.
or they enunciate in a like a cute way.
Yeah.
When that starts to go away, that's when you start to realize, oh my gosh, they've like started speaking.
Yeah.
And, they can say full sentences now
Mhm.
and they're not like a baby anymore.
Yeah.
But that's when like you take the hit and you're just like,
Mhm.
like they're growing up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's time for another kid.
Yeah, right?
Do you feel like you had enough practice with like Skizma and Hanan and
Oh,
Anwar and
totally.
them? Like,
Yeah.
Mm.
Babysitting you guys, it was like the practice that I needed.
Mhm.
But obviously, you guys were not like babies.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I saw you guys as babies.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I knew what it was like
Mhm.
inherently,
mm.
Yeah.
like to be around a baby, change
Mhm.
diapers, and so yeah, becoming a father was not much of a shock.
Mm.
Did you ever feel like overwhelmed when you had to watch all of us together? Because there were a handful of times where it was like us two, Gizman, Anwar, Hanan, and then Ali at one point. Like,
No, cause like
They entertain
the guys we would all like stay together.
Yeah.
And if it was at your house,
Mm-hmm.
you would take us to the little pantry, you know.
Get some cookies.
Display your Del Monte fruit juices. And be like, look, guys, before we start gaming, grab your juice. Here's your President's Choice cookies.
What was it?
Okay.
What was the slogan?
The Chunks Ahoy or like the...
It was the President's Choice one
No,
with the chocolate chips all over it.
Yeah, the Chunks Ahoy.
No, it wasn't
No?
Chunks Ahoy.
Remember the box was brown.
I know what you're
Chunks
talking
Ahoy
about.
is a whole brand.
Yeah, that's
of
a blue
cookies.
one.
Yeah.
But there's I know which one
The
you're talking
brown
about.
one.
Yeah.
I just said it. President's Choice.
No, but it had a name for the cookies
It was like
itself.
more bigger.
No. It's President's Choice. There's a
Decadent
regular.
something. It
Decadent
Yes.
cookie. Yes.
Yeah.
I was gonna get to that.
Oh, my bad.
But then they had like the chunkier chocolate chips in them.
Yeah, that's the one.
Or there's a regular one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that brings me
you were a
back, man.
Cookie Monster machine.
I was.
It was because of you that I love cookies now.
See? And do you remember your mom?
My mom enabled you so much.
She literally would go to a cookie factory and get all the broken cookies. They would
like,
sell them in giant bags, and she would come to my house and drop a giant bag of cookies in front of the house.
Yeah.
Every week or two, she would just bring that.
Yep.
Just
I
fill me
remember.
up
I
with
think it was a
cookies.
5-pound bag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a big bag.
Yeah, it was huge.
Honestly, how
But it
were you
started
not
to come
obese?
in a
I don't
box.
know. What?
It came in a box.
Yeah,
actually.
it came in a box, like a bag, but like it was inside of a box.
Yeah.
And somehow, I think it's because I was also a very energetic kid, so I'd burn a lot of it just from like moving around.
Yeah.
Because I was like literally in every sport. I was doing like swing practice. I was doing all these things. So I feel like it was burning off. But if I didn't do all that extra stuff, I'd definitely be like, on my way to like a good 300-400.
You had your chunky days.
Huh?
You had your chunky days.
I did get a
No,
little
you-
bit chunky. Yeah.
You were never that big.
No, I got
No,
chunky.
he did.
No,
He did have a moment.
You know why that happened? You know why that happened? Because I was so energetic. I was like doing a lot of things in elementary school. But once I went to high school, I didn't do any of that stuff, but I continued eating the same way. So that's why. And I had
like
to,
that South Park episode where they're gaming.
Yeah,
and eating all the food?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know what? Oh, okay, yeah. They literally turn to like little like not Jabberwockies. What do you call them? Jabba the Hutts.
Yeah.
They look like him. No, you never saw. Okay, well, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I started working out, because I need somewhere to like put all that energy again. So I started working out to like take out all that fat, but still be able to eat the same stuff I used to eat before. That's why I still eat cookies.
Here's a legend had it
What?
moment for you.
What?
Legend had it that you started working out
Mm-hmm.
because you're terrible at sports.
What? No.
Yeah, you could not play basketball with us.
Okay.
You could not play. The only thing you
that
could
true?
kind of play
Yeah.
was soccer.
Were
Yeah.
you were on the Harari soccer teams, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like his only
Soccer was like the only
sport
one
that he was okay in.
Yeah.
And not like disrespectful to,
The only reason I was good at it is because I had a good kick. So I could kick the ball at least like further out.
Okay.
So I was like mainly a striker, but that was it.
But like, yeah, your coordination in other sports,
Yeah.
and in his interest, he was
No,
not
but the thing is
interested.
that I was adequate in all of them. Okay.
That's why you would look at him and you're like, oh, okay, maybe he might be good,
Mm-hmm.
and then he would get onto the field and you're like,
Mm-hmm.
I just wasted a pick. I just wasted a pick.
There are a lot
Like
of
he
disappointed
didn't even understand the
captains.
games. Like sometimes we'd be like playing football,
Mm-hmm.
and like you would just like move in such unorthodox ways.
Because like remember, I don't watch any sports, right? So I'm learning everything. Like,
Yeah, this is like he's a teenager and he's learning the game on the fly.
I was not good.
Amir.
I was not good at all. But
Yeah.
I had good coordination with certain things, but I just wasn't good at putting it all together. That's what it
Yeah,
was, okay?
yeah.
Because I remember I used to play my worst sport was volleyball, and I played it in elementary school. I was part of the volleyball team.
How'd you make the team?
Because back then we were just a crew. Like when I mentioned the crew, we would always get on it. We were in track together. We were in soccer together. We were in volleyball together. Everything that we could do, we did together. So basically, we came as a package. So if one guy made it, like we all made it. And yeah, I just like always I literally messed up like the championship game because the guy was going up to give me the serve. Like it was coming to the
Like he was setting it up?
net. He was setting it up, but I didn't know he was setting it up. So I stepped forward to go and hit it, but it was going back to where I was before.
Oh my god.
Ball landed on the floor. We lost the
Amir.
game. Yeah, so it's whatever. It happens. It happens. Okay. And then I went into lifting, and no one could talk to me then.
See,
That was his villain origin
at
story.
least you got good at lifting because
Yeah.
now like you know, now that's kind of like your
Yes, it's my thing now. Yeah.
Until he
Health
hit
and
30
fitness.
and now he has injuries every other weekend.
No, but at least I know how to deal with them for the most part. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you though?
I'll get over them. Like that's the thing. I get injured, but I learn
Uh-huh.
to deal with them, and then it makes me a better health and fitness coach for those who might be asking because I've gone through it myself. You know, I'm just saying. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. I feel like we have more questions about like kid stuff because I feel like that's something we have to get prepared for.
Before we get into the kids, I want to know, like, from your perspective, what was it like being Sara's brother?
She was waiting for that. She had that in like, you know, in the bag. And she's like, when should I pull it out? When should I pull it out?
No, I want to know, like, because everyone that's listening and watching, you guys know how much I've referenced Sabri. And as much as like Amir and I like basically grew up like siblings too.
Yeah.
Sabri was always like the older sibling, the
For
kind
all
of
of
one.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for all of, like not just me, but for all of our cousins too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what was it like for you to have a sister as
First
great
of all-
as I?
First of all, we need to set the record straight.
Ugh, here we go. He's like, you're Sara's brother, not Sabri's sister.
Exactly.
See,
Ah.
You were my sister.
I think you should like.
That's
your
how
first-
it is.
That's how it was
Yeah.
for a long time
Mm-hmm.
until you guys started this podcast.
No,
Yes.
that's not
Honestly,
true.
Yes.
no, that
That's
is true
not
because it happens to me
true.
too.
Yes.
It happens to me too. For Gizman.
No one
For
calls
You guys like me
No.
too. Me too.
Yeah.
No one, I promise you, no one calls Gizman Amir's sister.
No. Like early on, when I was like when she was still young, it was Amir's sister. But then the minute she started her YouTube thing, it became
Aisha's brother.
Aisha's brother.
Yeah.
Exactly. Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, man, it happens.
Yeah.
Get a little bit
Trauma bonded
notoriety.
and made a podcast. Let's
Mhm.
get back at our siblings.
That's how it is.
But yeah, I mean, how's it? You said how's it like to be your brother now?
Yeah.
Just hanging out in the background, just watching you do your thing.
Lurking in the shadows.
Yeah, because like that happened after you obviously were grown up,
Mhm.
and I've grown up, have my own life.
Mhm.
But then when you see like the tables have turned,
Mhm.
it's just like, am I getting old?
But also, you were gone. Like I feel like after high,
I missed you guys like core.
Our
That's what it
teenagers.
was. Yeah, you were gone
Yeah.
in our like formative years.
Yeah.
Not gone, but like you were at school,
Yeah.
but you went to an outside of town school.
Yeah.
So we kind of had to like do our own thing at that point. I had a license
Yeah.
at that point, so I started driving around everybody.
He was our chauffeur.
Yeah, literally. Like I got my license as soon as I could get it, and we just went everywhere.
Yep, I
Mhm.
remember those days.
Mm-hmm.
But like even when you're thinking about like, do you feel like you live vicariously through me sometimes? It's okay to be honest. You can say yeah, because I know you do.
In what way?
You do in any way, whether it's like traveling or just the just we've had very different experiences.
Actually, yeah, I do realize that now. Like you didn't do as much traveling. You guys did traveling together, which is weird because I did traveling with Gizman too.
No, I did a
Right,
lot of
Aisha, too?
solo. I did solo trips.
Did you do solo trips as
Not
well?
like solo. I did some solo trips, like
Mhm.
to places where we don't have family.
Yeah.
But I did a lot of trips solo where we
Mhm.
do have family too.
Did you?
He doesn't like. You mean you went without me? Is what you mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, no, but when it says solo trip, you by yourself.
Yeah, by myself
Mhm.
or
Oh.
with friends. But like,
Yeah.
like obviously you've traveled a lot with your friends,
Mm-hmm.
but more so in your like mid-20s, kind of, right?
Yeah, teens and early 20s. I feel like all we could afford was going to Philly,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Literally.
yeah.
and then I started making money. I said, "Peace out, North America."
I know, right? That's when your traveling starts to like have levels to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of school, why did you go to a school outside of town, or is it mainly because of what you wanted to go as, like your profession?
I think it was one of the schools I got accepted
Yeah.
to. It was a cheaper like tuition price. And I mean, tuition was cheaper, but then like obviously there was living costs and stuff.
Yeah.
But then they had a co-op program.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't too far away.
Mm-hmm.
and you just want to like have that school experience that you've kind of seen in movies, and
because you were the first one. Technically, you were the first one within the family to actually like do that, going outside of town. Yeah, take the plunge, going outside of town.
Yeah.
And I feel like you were kind of the one who made it easier for even Aisha to go out because she went to the same school as you.
Yeah.
And
I planted the seed.
Yeah, exactly.
And how many cousins went there?
How many cousins did go there?
Rod?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Aisha went there.
Yeah.
And there's a few other Hararis that went there too.
Really?
Yeah.
But is that school because...
Actually, I think our other cousin, Timaj.
Yeah, Timaj did go there.
She went to Waterloo.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But I don't remember if we like kind of both went
Yeah.
Because she's around my age, so I don't remember if she was there first or what the case was. I think we might have just like both gone in that same time. And then we were talking about it and like, yeah, let's just do it. Mm-hmm. But I guess that, as the older sibling, sometimes you got to break those boundaries for the people behind you to get through.
For some reason back then, today's Waterloo or like Laurier, whatever, feels like it's like right next door. But back then, it felt like it was like you could have been in another country for all we knew, right? At that point.
Do you remember the road trip we took for his grad?
Yeah. It always felt so long.
It's
now
honestly
so easy.
like max 2 hours with traffic, but without traffic it's 90 minutes.
That's crazy.
But that's the thing, it felt like forever back then because like nowadays traffic is like to get across the city alone is 90 minutes sometimes. So like back then it felt like we were doing an actual road trip. And some people, I know someone who literally does it as a commute today
to work, right?
To work.
There are people who do it and I'm just like, okay, that's a bit extreme.
But since no one else went to like did that whole like not living abroad, what do they call it?
Living away thing. So you were like the icebreaker or the trailblazer. So how is it adjusting? Because this is in a place, remember, this is like, what year is this?
Early
don't
2000s?
age me now. Don't age me now.
Was it in the 90s still?
Let's just say this is early 2000s.
This was not early 2000s.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
I know my graduation.
Okay, how old were you what year was it?
It was early 2000s.
Exactly. It was like 2006 or something.
And this is before like Muslims were like a big thing around too. And like, getting halal food is like easy around the corner. Like I feel like things back then are very different than they were now.
Oh, don't get it twisted.
What?
Sabri was the golden child. My mom cooked for him every other week.
What? You just take food home with you? You cook there?
She doesn't know how long I'm going to be away.
Exactly.
So I had frozen food.
She froze it for him.
Really? So all your food was just like made ahead of time?
No, not made.
Okay, yeah.
It would be like I'd have to cook my own rice and stuff. But then if she was making like tips or kahmarach, it would be like with the onions, with the spices, and then the meat, and then I'd have to cook it.
Okay, so
like she would prep it, marinate it, and I'd have to thaw it and then cook it myself. So
okay, but how was the dorm experience altogether? Especially with how it's like
we're
very
going
different
into like the actual university experience. Okay. In a nutshell, since you kind of touched on it, I would say it wasn't a huge shock for me because if nobody really knows, like Waterloo, maybe now it's different. Actually, it is different now. Back then, it was a very like university town. So it was run by the students who were there, and then in summertime, it's like dead. Like even the Tim Hortons that you'd go to study at nighttime or like hang out with your friends, it would close at like 7 or 8 o'clock. Because I went there in the summer once, and I was like, oh, let's go to Tim Hortons. No, it's closed.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, because there's just like no activity. But like, there wasn't really a huge Muslim community. Very little black people at all. In my whole university, okay?
In
the whole university, I think there was maybe 25, 30
That's
black
insane.
What?
That's so crazy.
In my business program,
I
think there was 4 of us.
Really?
Wow.
By the time, I think there's 2 girls and 2 girls and like 4 guys. By the time we graduated, though, I think it was 3 or 4 of us total.
That's insane.
Yeah. So like it was kind of similar to my high school. My high school was in like the rich part of Toronto.
Yeah.
I didn't live there, obviously.
Yeah.
So I got in through a lottery system.
Mm-hmm.
Someone told me it was a good like academic school, so I decided I'll apply and see what happens, and then I got in. And then even in that school, there was like maybe 10 total.
10 people,
like black people, yeah.
But I feel like
in my
that
grade there was like 2 or 3.
But I feel like that might have been the norm. Actually, maybe not in Scarborough, but like in Toronto in general, because I feel like, of course, we were multicultural, but I don't know if we were that multicultural yet.
We're multicultural, but people lived in neighborhoods.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
like people gravitated towards certain neighborhoods.
Yeah, now it's a little bit more mixed bag.
Scarborough was more multicultural. When we grew up and we were in like Toronto, I remember being like one of the only black kids in my grade too. So
yeah, you mentioned that too.
Yeah, so it wasn't really too much of a shock. I did go there with some friends.
Oh, okay.
My roommate was one of my like close friends, and then we were roommates like every single year. But like the first day you show up, and then I got assigned, or I asked to be assigned into an apartment. So then it's because I can then share a room with my friend.
Yeah.
So imagine like, your immigrant parents walking you into the school, and they're like, oh, you're in a full-on apartment building. Yeah. And it was like a low-rise building, 6 floors or something. And all the kids are coming in with their like pillows, their books, their clothes. And it's like, what are we doing? So then we show up into this like room. It's like an apartment, right? Yeah. And then there's other people's parents, there's kids. And you're like, oh, you must be the student. You're my roommate.
Oh, because you never...
Because you don't know who you're going to get. You just like, whoever you get, you see them on the first day. That's so weird to like...
I know.
You don't know... This is a person you're going to be living with, and you don't know who it is.
Yeah. So I roomed up with my friend, who's in like actually my bedroom. And then there was another bedroom with 2 other guys, and then a solo bedroom.
Yeah. Wait, so you literally like you sleep next to each other?
In the bedroom. It's like a bigger bedroom though.
Yeah, it's like the movie dorms. It's like a big room, and you have a bed on one side and bed on the other.
2 beds.
Yeah,
like 2 single beds.
Yeah,
and then 2 desks attached to them.
I could never.
Yeah,
my like I needed my own space. I couldn't do that.
Yeah, if you had your own space, you had to like pay more for the bedroom.
Oh my god, yeah.
So like that's kind of how they got you.
Yeah,
but as an experience, like you want to live with someone, so. He was my close friend, so we like...
That was probably so fun, right?
Yeah, it was fun. There was a lot of good times,
I feel like because at that point, this is your first time without supervision, right? You literally like...
There's so much on your shoulders that like you can either set your life up for success or like completely tear it apart. Yeah. Yeah. So like if you didn't have any restraint, or if you didn't have any sort of like the vision, and you're like, oh, this is my place to have fun, or this is my place to, make friends, connections, study, like actually make something out of myself, but also have fun. Yeah, it can go both ways.
Did you know about networking back then? Like, did you know like, having connect? How did you know about networking at that point?
He was a 15-year-old boy and a 30-year-old man inside there. That's why.
So you knew that like, who you know, it's about who you know, not what you know. Or at least you
obviously
knew that?
Like you hear those things, but then you don't really see the impact of it until you get much older. But it wasn't like about networking at that point in time. Like it wasn't transactional, so to speak. It was like everyone around you is brand new. Yeah, it's like thousands of people, and you don't know anyone, so you need to be able to meet people, have conversations, figure out where they're from. Like people were coming from these random towns in Ontario I've never heard of.
Yeah.
And they're like, we have like, 500 people in our town. Where are you from? I'm from this place called Scarborough in Toronto.
We have about 1 million people, or actually back then it was probably like 500,000 or something.
Yeah, and like these people, never saw a black person before.
Really?
Whoa.
Yeah, there's
actually...
Okay, Waterloo is next to an Amish like community. Yeah. So I would see people on horses and people
carriages
like
and stuff.
Amish clothing a lot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the experience is like very challenging in a way, because like I have my identity, these people have their identities. Like I was roomed with an Indian guy,
Mm-hmm.
a Sri Lankan guy. Was he Sri Lankan?
So you felt right
Gujarati.
at home.
No. But like these, I didn't know them.
Yeah.
Right. And then 2 Jewish guys.
Mm-hmm.
So like we were all walks of life.
Yeah.
You know. But then we got along.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know, we had our like disagreements here and there, but
Yeah.
for the most part, we actually got along.
So we have some young listeners who ask us about like school and getting a job. Like now that you've gone through that experience, would you recommend or suggest if someone had the opportunity to go to a school abroad or like in a different city just to live away from home and get that experience? Like, do you think it was worth it? Or would you say like stay in your home city, live at home, and don't collect as much debt?
I would say it like depends on the person.
Like if it's someone that's more introverted and they've never gone outside of their comfort zone, is this the time to do it? Like that's extremely out of your comfort zone to leave your
Like
home.
so some people would come to the school and then it's like too much for them and then they would like drop out or leave or like switch back to, you know, be closer to
local
mom
school
and
or
dad.
something. Yeah.
So if you in yourself know that that's something you want, then whatever challenges you have, you're gonna try to push through them.
Yeah.
Right, and try to make the most out of it. But I feel like this is something you need to be thinking about when you're in grade 11, not when you're in grade 12.
Yeah.
Like actually maybe even grade 10, because when you're in grade 10 you need to think about what
courses?
Schools I might want to go to, what do I want to study, and then set yourself up with the right courses, because like there's, you know, requirements and stuff.
Right.
But yeah, I do think I benefited from the experience of living away. Like it made me mature a lot faster. Made me like trust myself.
When you compare yourself to like me and Amir, because we both went to schools
here,
lived at home, like do you kind of like look at us and you're like, man, you would have benefited if you went to school?
I feel like I might have benefited.
I don't
You could
know,
be
because
honest,
like
it's okay.
I don't. Sometimes I did wish that my school was picked up and put in the city of Toronto, because the experience I had was really great. Like you could just wake up. I walked to school every day.
Yeah.
And then
I wish
we
I
had
had
such a tight knit like school community.
Yeah.
So like everyone would be walking. You'd say hi to people. Whereas in the city, you commute, you get on the train, and then you're like mixed in with the general population,
And I
you're
think
just going to school.
I think that's also a big difference, because like it could be the case where you're a person who lives out of Toronto, but you go to a school abroad, and your school abroad is U of T or whatever, or Ryerson, but your experience as a student abroad at Ryerson or U of T is very different than a student from like Toronto or some other town going to Waterloo or Laurier, where everyone is from out of town. Because it's a college school, so everyone, you know that everyone's having the same experience there, versus a school that's in a city where you have people mix of like coming from the city and outside, that kind of thing, right? So I feel like that it also changes the experience.
Yeah, I feel like for my kids, if they want to go to like a school that's in the city, I would push them to live on campus.
Even if they want to go to school in Toronto?
Yeah.
Wow.
Just for a year.
Okay.
Like
because the first year usually they cover all that stuff anyways, right?
Because it'll force them to like live through a lot of different experiences that they won't have like at home. But then also as a parent, you also get to see if they will like, you know, everything you've taught them. If they'll implement it. You know, if they're like gonna be strong and like you will basically know within the first like 3 months if they can handle it or not.
Grades will tell you.
Not just the grades, it's just emotionally. Like,
I guess so.
I remember some kids, like they would go home every single week because they were missing their families.
That's so sad, because you're actually really young. Like first year, you're only 17, some are 18.
Sometimes you're 17, 18. And for some people, it's like a huge change. And if you had like rough roommates or like some, you know, everyone does different things like extracurricular activities, you know what I'm talking about? And if you've never been exposed to that, it's a huge shock.
Yeah.
So if you're like a little innocent or a little bit sheltered, it's a whole different world.
Mm-hmm.
So
you got lucky in that case, I'm guessing.
No.
Oh no.
You got exposed. Do you think that's why mom and dad never let me go abroad? Because
you think I told them what happened in school?
I'm sure you didn't tell them, but like you also didn't. When they said no, you're like, yeah, I'm not gonna help her. I'm not gonna fight for her. Mm-hmm. Stay home.
Well, I feel like because you always seem to me like you're Sabri's sister, like you were young and you were small, right? So like, I always naturally just had that protective, like gene in me. So when I went through the things I did go through, okay, like I lived with a drug dealer, I lived with two boys, two guys who were in a fraternity.
Yeah, and you know what fraternities do.
That's
and
crazy.
then there was one guy who was just like a little genius and he just studied so much, but then
he was definitely on Adderall,
but then he had his own like weird things about him.
I
don't think he was on Adderall, but like,
cocaine then.
No, not cocaine.
Meth, I don't know, one of them.
No, he didn't.
Don't go down the whole list. I
don't know if he did that. And the drug dealer and the genius are two different guys.
Got it.
But the one guy was like a bodybuilder.
Oh.
And so he would take like protein shakes and he was just like so into that stuff.
Yeah. Sounds
and then
like
and he was like way bigger than you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Okay now.
All right. Hold on. But then we would like make fun of him for how much he drank protein shakes and like how he was so strict on how many eggs he ate and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then like school started to get a little bit hard. So he started studying more and not working out and not eating. And by the end of the year, he was like this.
Oh no!
No way!
It like all went away, and then we were making fun of him. And we're like, "We told you these things are garbage.
Yeah,
your muscles are fake to begin with."
Yeah.
Oh no!
You guys
it's
were
like imagine a whole balloon. Okay? Imagine a whole balloon. Like when you blow it up, it's huge, right? And you just let go of it.
Really?
That's what happened to him. Yeah.
That's crazy.
He must have been on something too. For that to lose that much, he must have been on like. I don't know.
Well, he was in a double degree program. He's doing well for himself now.
Oh, okay. So he's doing good now.
Yeah.
But the one thing I was gonna lead to is that I feel like the biggest benefit that you did, and actually it led to me going for it as well, is co-op.
Yeah. So that was the reason why I went to the school.
Yeah.
And to your question, like I would recommend people looking into schools now to find a school that has co-op and. Even if you don't get in a co-op job, like going out, speaking to recruiters, just like learning about your industry is a huge leg up because a lot of people just go to school, graduate, and then they start thinking about their careers. And by that time, sometimes it could be too late.
Yeah.
So like getting into co-op for me is what helped me in my own career.
Yeah.
I actually didn't get into co-op because I got a job with a company that was at my co-op program on their own.
Oh, you
so
went
like outside of
separately.
co-op.
Yeah.
Because like they would come to our schools and then they would like have like these conferences and not everyone who was in co-op would go and talk to them. So I did go talk to them, but then I also met the same recruiter in Toronto at another recruiting event. Yeah, I was in this like
I remember this.
Okay, there was this thing called Inroads back in the day.
Oh my god, I remember this.
And it was for, I feel like there has to be something like it now, but it was phenomenal for like my confidence, my career. Basically, it was for, I think it started in the States.
Yeah.
It was meant for, what's it called? Fortune 500 companies to hire talented Black students.
Yeah.
So they had a division all across the States, different cities, and they brought it to Toronto. And then somehow I just got connected to them. And the same recruiter saw me at one of their events.
Yeah.
And like, oh, I recognize you from Laurier. Like, you're here too. Cool.
Yeah.
So then they had job offerings that they were giving to Inroads for any of the students there. And so I ended up getting a job there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were in the co-op program, but you got it from outside of co-op, basically.
Yes, but then I went back to school and said, okay, I don't want co-op anymore because you had to pay a co-op fee.
Oh, was there? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
So I was like, okay, I'll drop out of that and I'll take this job here.
Yeah.
And then I worked there for my summer, and then they were like, hey, when you're done school the next year, come back the next summer.
Yeah.
So I did that for 2 summers.
Yeah, that's basically like what happened to me too.
Yeah.
But that's why I feel like co-op or just looking for jobs, even if you don't get into co-op, looking for jobs out within your summers, like, you know, just sacrifice a couple summers in school. You're trying to work towards your career anyways. Yeah. Just look for jobs. There are always people posting up things out there for interns and stuff like that to help you and build up resume, right?
I've heard it's hard now.
It is a lot harder
because our city has grown.
Oh, yeah.
There's infinitely more like students.
Yeah.
And so it's even more important to do that right now because of at the end of the day, I think getting a job sometimes is a numbers game. Yeah. So you can put out hundreds of applications and you may not hear. It's like you're going to get discouraged, but it's not like what you should only think about, like that you didn't get an answer and it's like, oh, I didn't get a job or I'm not getting a reply. Like at the end of the day, maybe just tweak whatever formula you have that you're working on, but it's a numbers game. Like,
And can I ask you, like, because I know we get this question quite a bit, like, how did you decide that you wanted to get into accounting? Like, are numbers really your passion? Because I tried to follow in your footsteps.
Did we ever mention, I just realized, did we even mention at any point up until now that it was accounting?
No, I don't think so.
I did say business school.
Okay, yeah. So
he's an accountant.
He's an accountant, guys.
Yeah.
Certified.
Okay, yeah, I'll get I'm chartered.
CPA. Yep, there you go.
So in high school, I took accounting. I always knew I wanted to get into business. Yeah. But in high school, I took accounting, and I like saying this because it ended up happening. But my accounting teacher in grade 11 at North Toronto Collegiate.
He probably talked shit to you, huh?
Putting that on the map.
Yeah.
I see you there, Mr. K. He was our accounting teacher, and he said to me that I don't believe you will become a CPA or an accountant.
You should honestly, you should be thanking him now, because I feel like that just like put that fire in you. Be like, nah, I'm gonna prove you wrong.
I always remembered that, and I remembered like the students in that class who he was like kind of favorites, who were his favorites. Yeah.
Did you follow up with him later? Be like, I bet you never became certified.
Yeah, that's what LinkedIn is for. So like, I'm like, okay, you were the favorite. Where are you at now? So. Yeah, no, that wasn't really what fueled it for me, but it's always been like something I remembered, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I went to business school, and then when you're in business school, they make you take all different disciplines. So you learn about accounting, marketing, finance, operations, HR, etc. And then later on in your years, you have to specialize. So did I always know I was a numbers person? Yes, I knew I was a numbers person. I was always amazing at math.
I know you do my homework for me.
I would calculate grocery bills before the cashier was done.
What?
Yeah.
Like the biggest loser, honestly.
Why are you hating?
I'm not hating.
Okay.
Like who? Okay, you know what? Mashallah, I guess. But like,
yeah, it's a weird thing with numbers. I have a way to just like, first of all, remember them. But accounting is not about numbers. It's more theory.
I know. I'm just
That's
joking.
what people don't know.
Is it more theory?
Yeah.
Because like
there is numbers involved, obviously.
Yeah.
But you need to understand the theory, and you need to understand reality of like transactions and the substance behind them.
Because every time I think of accounting, it's like I think of a spreadsheet.
I do not have one of those visors, a calculator, and a piece of paper that rolls and goes.
I literally, okay, maybe not exactly that, but now it's turned to Excel, and I think, okay, so they bought this. Let's add them all up together. Let's add
basic.
some taxes. I'm like, okay, that's what accounting is. No.
Some parts, yes. Yeah. But then you also need to like put it into a report. Yeah. And then be able to explain it to people for what it is and understand the impact and what can happen if you do too much, too less. Yeah. It's like it's a language, okay?
Okay.
Accounting is a language.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually the language of business.
Is it?
That's what we say.
Okay.
That's what we accountants say. It's a language of business.
The nerds say.
Use that in an interview and you will get a job.
Wait. Okay, repeat it again. What was it?
Accounting is the language of business.
Shout out to all the accountants there looking for jobs. Just remember that, okay?
It is.
Network with Sabri. Find him on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I did university, and then the CPA was like kind of marketed a lot, but it was also I knew I was good at. I understood it, and I knew I could get a job in it really easily.
Counting.
Yeah. And for me, that was like, I need to prove that going to university was worth it.
Yeah.
I need to like show my parents that I wasn't here to play around, and I was like going to make something of myself.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of pressure to pick the right field, to get a job, and then do well at it.
Yeah. But I feel like accounting might have been the best choice, in my opinion, because everyone needs an accountant. Every business needs an accountant, right?
When you look at it that way, yes, those are the selling points.
Yeah.
But like, you can say that for any profession.
I get, but a lot of them,
But
I feel like...
I do get what you mean.
Yeah.
So that was one of the reasons why I went into it, because
Mm-hmm.
I knew that there would always be an abundance of jobs.
Yeah.
COVID taught me that it was also recession proof.
Yeah, see?
So like that in itself kind of reassurance. But then when I took the job that I got in the summertime, I really liked it. And so I just kind of kept with it.
Is that the same one? I remember this. So
It's a Big Four accounting firm.
My like, so I think of everybody's lives in phases, right?
Yeah.
So your phases for me were like, you went to university, you're away for university, and when you came back, I remember you were sleeping downtown, going between
Oh my God,
jobs,
I remember.
and he was always busy.
Sleeping downtown like I'm homeless?
Yeah,
Or unhoused?
Oh, no.
He had a stint where he moved out for like 4 months.
Exactly. I just remember
See?
that was like a phase in your life where Sabri's busy. He's working constantly.
Well, that was just me knocking down some other barriers for you guys in your future. I did start working immediately after school. I had exams that I was writing to become a CPA. So that's why I was like kind of studying and like working hard.
That was another phase to me, studying Sabri.
Studying after school.
Yeah.
It's like, aren't you done?
No, that was the thing. I would always see him studying. He had this giant book.
Yep.
And I'll go to the house. I'll go to your house, something. And he's like, yeah, he's studying right now. He's upstairs. He's studying. And every time. So that was a phase in your life where Sabri's studying.
Yeah. Yeah. But the downtown thing was at accounting firms, there's this thing called busy season.
Yeah.
And it's, I don't know if I want to like talk shit about them. When I was there, I called it modern slavery.
It sounded like it in my eyes. Yeah.
Right? Like basically, we were the new sheeps that came into this farm.
Yeah.
From straight out of university. And they would work us and shave off all our wool and then kick us out when we were naked.
Really?
What I mean by that is like people lasted in accounting firms for like 2 to 3 years. And then after that, once you got your designation, you were recognized as a chartered accountant, and then external firms and companies would want to hire you because you have a skill set, you're designated.
Yeah.
And it's basically like taking, first round picks in sports. So they're like, oh, you have potential, you're seasoned, you've gone through the ranks of a Big Four accounting firm.
Yeah.
Which basically means you've experienced so much in terms of work experience in so little time. Because I was working 60 to 70 hours a week.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I would go to work, probably start at 9 and then finish at like 10, 11 o'clock.
And it literally did not make sense for you. This is what I remember. It did not make sense for you to commute
travel
all the way home
Yeah.
and back, because if you did that, you would lose out on like 2 hours of sleep or 2 or 3 hours of sleep. So it made more sense to actually just stay.
I literally, I went to work, came back home to sleep, and then that time we didn't really have too much social media. It was like video games and stuff. So I would say I need to have something that I've done for my own self today. So I'd play video games for an hour and then go to sleep and then wake up and just do it again. And there were also some jobs where I did work on the weekends. So this happens for about 5 months in the year.
Damn.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. So
At least
that's when like me and one of my friends who was at the firm were like, let's find a place to live. And we found an apartment across the street.
That's what I heard. It was literally right across the street.
It was across the street. I could see my office from. Like,
I think I went there once.
My apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember going
like
there
you
once.
could see the CN Tower on this side,
Mm-hmm.
the building on this side, and then the Air Canada Center, like to the other side. So it's a pretty nice spot.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Scotiabank Arena.
Air Canada Center. It's always the ACC.
The ACC.
It's always Sky Dome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So.
Was that like when you were in that phase? Did you feel like you made it? Like everything that you've experienced in life, like was finally worth it now?
That's a pretty deep question. Everything I experienced in life was finally worth it. I would say no. Like I feel like when I would maybe just like sit and reflect, I'm like, okay, it's always like this is nice.
Yeah.
But then what?
Yeah.
Like, what
You
does this
always
all
want
mean?
more.
Like what am I doing this for?
Okay, so when did you have that like I made it moment? Or do you feel like you haven't?
Kid.
Yeah.
Really?
When you have your first kid, or like not only when you have your first kid, but when you feel like someone looks up to you and really relies upon you and like has genuine love for you outside of your spouse.
Yeah.
Obviously my spouse has that for me too.
Yeah.
But like this is a younger person, you know?
You never felt like we gave that to you?
No, it's not the same.
Nah, it's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
Because I feel like I have a very similar mentality where like for
Like,
me
we're
I was
not
never
dependent. I get that. We're not like dependent on him.
Yeah.
But like I feel like I'm in the same mindset where like for me it was never about like the career making my life. It's like building the family is I feel like where fulfillment will come from. So that's
yeah. And that was one of the reasons why I actually left the firm, was because I saw my like superiors and how they were also obviously getting overworked because you know they're working with me, and then I didn't like what I saw from their habits or their own family life or just what they would be like talking about, and I said this is not the place for me. So then I looked somewhere else.
And that makes like when you see that and you're like, hey, I'm 60 70 hours here, this guy has kids and he's 60 70 hours here.
Yeah, but also like I knew what I wanted. Like
Yeah.
I knew what I wanted in life. Some people are completely career driven, and that's perfect. Like
Yeah,
if
for
you're
them.
career driven and you want to excel in your career, like do it. But if you get your fulfillment from something else, then you'll notice. You'll know.
Yeah. I feel like it's very much because of our upbringing. Like I noticed that people who are more westernized or people who are like they have generations family here, like their goals are different. Or maybe I'm just generalizing too much.
That might be a big
Maybe I'm generalizing too much.
Yeah.
I was gonna say maybe it's more of like the immigrant thing where we feel like family is more important than actual
No.
career.
No.
Other people value their families too. I just feel like they just have maybe a bit more in terms of like opportunities, or just like more of a thing to something to fall back on.
Yeah, okay.
Like for me, when I was in my job, like if I were to quit, it's like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
You need to go and do something.
Yeah.
Like you can't just quit. So like I had to, even though it was a shock to be working all that much and it was difficult, you just had to grind through it. Yeah.
Bug it out.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, as a first, like, maybe you guys don't experience it because I'm the older cousin.
What?
Like, there's a lot of pressure being the older person. Like,
Is
the
that-
older...
I guess,
There is.
yeah.
There is. There's a lot of pressure. But then it's also, like, when you guys would ask me questions or I know you're looking up to me and, like, whatever footsteps and path I take, it will impact you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, from my perspective, it's always like every time I've thought about your journey, you've always made it seem like super easy and like no struggle. Obviously, you know, we've talked about it since then, and I know like you've gone through your own things too. But for me, like I would always tell my friends like, oh, Sabri had the easy way out. Like he knew exactly what he wanted to do. He graduated, got the job that he wanted. Like everything was just like boom, like a checklist, like check. And then when I compared it to my life, I'm pretty sure like resented you for it. But now like hearing it from your perspective, did you ever like look at me or look at Amir or us collectively and be like, oh, these kids have it so easy. They can do whatever they want. They have that flexibility to go and like if they don't want to work, they could just chill at home and mom and dad will support them. Like,
not really. Like, I saw your guys struggle, and I knew what you both struggled with in school. But my struggles were kind of hidden. So you guys didn't see what I struggled with. Like, I failed I failed a class in my first year, and if I didn't pass it in
summer,
so I didn't actually fail the class, but like the way you get into second year is they take your cumulative grades, and if you don't have a certain score, you can't go on. Yeah. So I think the score needed to be like a 75 or something like that. And so I just missed the mark at like 72. So I had to retake a course. And then if I did not get a good score in that class to bump me over, I would have not been able to go back to university. And this is first year. Okay. Yeah. Do you know how like soul crushing that would have been? Not just the fact that like, you know, I went to this place, it's this new experience, but like to realize it's going to end. So yeah, there was like failures along the way. Nothing's a smooth path. Nothing's easy. Yeah. So I did see like your guys' struggle, but like, I don't think many people knew about mine. And when you always say like the golden child, I'm like,
I know.
If only y'all knew.
I know.
And that's always the case, right? It's just about what you present. And so like, kind of tying back in when we were talking about you fighting or like, you know, being like a tough person in school, but then not getting in trouble for it. It's always about how you present yourself and your reputation. So because you guys put me on a pedestal, I had to keep that up, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think everyone's path is kind of their own path. Yeah. And we all had our bumps in the road, but then eventually we found the smooth areas and now we're coasting.
That's true. That's very true.
So like, don't get discouraged. I know you cried. I'm sure I cried in our like, you know, the troubled areas. Yeah. But like, it just makes you stronger. Your skin gets thicker.
We're here now, so it shows that we grew from them, right? Yeah. So just to move on a little bit, when you're speaking about phases, so there's your CPA phase, okay, and then your actually working phase, and then out of nowhere there was like home ownership phase.
Out of nowhere.
You skipped him getting married.
No, it wasn't home ownership. Home ownership before getting married.
It was like simultaneous.
Was it simultaneous?
Yeah.
Because to this day, that's the one thing I regret, because technically when you bought your place, I was already working too. I had been working since I was like 15, 16. So I like, we can talk about like saving money and stuff like that. I was saving money. I was doing all these things. Like I didn't have to spend too much on school because I went to college. So I didn't have to spend that much there. So like, but when I saw you got a house, I was like, yo, how did this guy know? Because literally like a year or two later is when the boom happened.
No.
Was it not?
No.
It was when he got that house.
Did you get it in the boom?
I got it in the boom.
Oh, I thought you got it before the boom.
No.
Okay, that's another, you know, I had a whole other story in my mind.
Unless you're talking about like where we are now.
No, I'm talking about the first one, yeah.
No, the first one was it was like not really, I wouldn't call it high season, but anyways. When you're young, and you're working, whether you went to school or not, I think like budgeting, saving money is a crucial part. That's setting yourself up into your adulthood. Like being able to, you know, buy a house, buy a car, whatever it is that you like kind of want for yourself in your life. If you don't save or save and invest, it's not gonna happen. It may happen, but it'll come at the cost of something, which might be like financing, etc. Yeah. So like even when you were having your summer job, and you're in high school, like save your money. I think that's something I'm gonna teach my kids, like to value it a little bit. Not a little bit, a lot. Like value your money, value your effort, but then also manage it as well.
When did that start for you though? Like when did you know to start saving money?
Do you know who our mom is?
Yeah, honestly, the only reason I knew is because my dad.
Yeah,
but like our parents taught us to save and just save.
Yeah.
But not like
not understanding for what like how like budgeting isn't really something that they instilled in me.
Yeah. Did you learn that from school?
Budgeting?
Yeah.
Not really, to be honest. Like school didn't really teach me anything about personal finance, but it was more like when you grow up broke, you just like wanna spend money, okay? You get a little bit, you're like, okay, let me spend on something nice because I've never had this before. Yeah. But then after a certain time, like you spent money, you get that taste, and then it just becomes like, whatever.
Yeah.
So when I started working full time, like that's kind of how I was living my life until I was like, okay, now what? And then, you know, when you're so busy for 5 months out of the year, you don't really have the time to spend your money.
Yeah, that's true.
So I was saving a lot just naturally that way, especially because I was living at home. And then when you start to see like 4 digits in your bank account, you're like, oh, and it's staying at 4 digits? Okay, let me see what happens when it gets to 5 digits.
Yeah.
Oh, it's starting with a 2, a 3. And so like those were just kind of small wins and small goals that I was just setting up for myself. Let's just see. Because I've never seen this number on this piece of paper or on this account or on my phone. So like that's kind of how it started. And then my life just kind of like took the textbook way out, right? Like I got married and then I decided to buy a home, etc. So
were you always budgeting for a home, or you were like, you just were saving money?
I was budgeting because, no, not budgeting. I was saving because, and the way I save, like I'm not a great budgeter even now. I just save when I need to save for something. And the way I was saving previously was like, I live at home, so I know what I'm paying for. Yeah. And like if I went out, I would buy whatever I needed. Like I wasn't holding back on my spending. But what I did do was immediately after I got paid, I would put a certain percentage away. So whether it was like 50, because I was living at home, I could save a lot of money. Yeah. And that's what I tell a lot of people now, especially like men who are like, you know, just talking about finances or anything like that. I'll say to them, just like stack your money. Yeah. You're living at home. Don't you dare be wasteful. Don't you dare be wasteful with your money. Yeah. Like living at home in today's day and age is such a blessing. It's such a like leg up that you can put to your advantage to save your money. Yeah. So if you are doing that and you're living at home and you're not saving at least 50% of your paycheck, every single paycheck, actually, you better tighten up that belt. One way, just do it 1 month. Yeah. No, not just do it for 3 months. And the moment you do that, you'll see that you can adjust your life very easily. Yeah. Yeah. And
I feel like one way to trick my mind into saving early on was like, okay, let's say I were to move out now. How much would I be spending on rent? And I was like, look up, okay, this is how much. So let's say I'm going to save that money from rent. It's like, let's say I'm paying for this car, which I'm currently not paying for insurance on. Yeah. How much would I pay for that? I would literally calculate those costs in my mind and be like, that's how much I should save, because I would be spending that money if I was a person who had to move out when they turned 18. Right. Yeah. So it makes more sense to be to get yourself used to spending how much you would normally have if you actually did live out of the house, than when you learning that all when you actually have to move out. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever had those arguments where your parents are like, okay, move out then?
Oh, in my mind, I was like, I can move out tomorrow. I'm fine. I got 6 months in the bank right now.
Right? Like when they say that to you, and you're just like, man, maybe I should move out. And then you start calculating. Yeah. Nah, I gotta stay here. It's economic challenges.
Thankfully, thankfully, I was like the IT / like plumber / handyman in the house. So
they needed you?
Yeah, I was useful. Hey, I learned from literally my first 2 months of being outside of the house how much can break down, like, and I was just there to fix it, like how much breaks down within a week. You didn't realize it.
I see you still haven't retired from your IT job.
No.
Hey, Amir.
Yeah, you saw them right when they walked in the house. You had like a
Forgot
list of
password.
5 things.
How do I do this?
You know, sometimes when you're not here, I get called.
Really?
Yes. I'm your substitute.
I literally have to repair a computer like this weekend.
That's
You
crazy.
still do that?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's the one downstairs. That one,
Yeah.
it does need a repair though.
Okay, so you were talking about like the saving aspect, and I know for me, like I'm pretty sure I've like referenced it on here before, but I always talk about like investing, and I'm like, oh yeah, my brother just handles all that. I literally driving here, he was asking me questions. I'm like, I don't know, I haven't looked at my bank account in a very long time. Like it's really like, and I think for me specifically, I'm recognizing my place of privilege, but also I know I'm not strong with numbers, and so it overwhelms me. I look at it and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I know how to pay my bills. I've set up auto deposit. Like that's what I'm good at doing. I have other things that I'm worrying about, and this just isn't one of it. One of the things that I don't have the mental capacity. So I've just given it to him. But all of the advice that you've given me, I do take it to heart, and I feel like it's very valuable for our listeners, for me and Amir to hear it again. Like, I think you should share some of the advice that you've given me, because it's honestly the way you've laid it out, my finances, it's been great the last couple of months.
I mean, so like, to make it easier on people, you just need to ask yourself, like, what are my sort of fixed costs? Right? What do I have to spend money on? And then when you look at what's left, you say, what am I going to do with this money? Like, kind of like section it off into different needs. So some people enjoy traveling, right? Like setting aside some money for traveling every paycheck, very important to do, because the last thing you want to do is just like pay it on credit card and then figure out how you're going to deal with it after that. So I would say, whether it's 50% or whatever you're going to save, like save a good chunk of it. And then when you have a good amount built up, that's when you can think about like, okay, now do I want to buy an asset? Do I want to invest it? Do I want to do like whatever I want to do? And people have urges, right? Everyone wants to, make some money and then spend and splurge a little bit. If you're young, I wouldn't mind if you got that out of your system very early. Like, I bought a car because I needed it for work. But then the type of car I wanted was completely different. And the fact that I got that car at that point in my life.
You were flexing way too much.
And no, but like at that point in my life, and because I got it like pretty cheap compared to what it was worth. So cheap that...
Shout out to auctions.
Yeah, I know. so cheap that like even at the border they were questioning like how I got it like that, but it was a legit invoice.
Still drive it to this day.
That was like, and I still drive it to this day. I mean, it's on its last legs now. At 300,000 kilometers. But hey, like,
my Toyota's gonna beat that.
that is also a sign of someone who is kind of like conscious about their spending, because I'm not like changing my car every 2 years, so to speak. Some people do that. I don't know how.
Leasing a lot of times.
No, but leasing, but also like some people just buy and sell cars like their shoes.
Oh no, I couldn't do that, man.
And I'm just not like that. Like I got one, it works for me, it's good. Drive it until it breaks. So yeah, just like understanding how much money you make and then where is it all going. Like sometimes if you're at work and they have things like pensions and that kind of thing, those are things you should be putting your money towards, because I call it free money. Like
sometimes they'll match.
Yeah, exactly. So when they match, that's free money. Whether it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7%, like that's free money to you. And not taking it is going to be foolish. Like it may hurt that the fact that they're taking 5%, but that's not money that you see.
Exactly.
So that is how you should think about saving. Like before your money gets into your bank account, put it aside in an automatic withdrawal from your checking account into a savings account automatically. So you don't even have to think about it. And then whatever you're left with, that's what you can manage. So that's how I just like make it easy for yourself. Like nowadays there are things like robo advisors. There's a lot of information on the internet. I think as a whole, investing, savings, and that kind of thing on social media is just like booming.
Yeah.
Don't trust everyone you listen to. because there are people that will just sell you things or tell you bad advice.
It's like a 95 to 1. It's 95 to 5 ratio of like good advice versus bad advice out there. A 5 being good advice.
A lot of it I think is clickbait.
Yeah.
Because people say things like, "Oh, set yourself up a company and this and that." But that doesn't apply to the general public.
Yeah.
So that's why I think, in general, if you are someone that doesn't own a business and you're an employee, you are in control of your future there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say save your money and then ask yourself before you buy something expensive, like, do you need it? And then ask yourself, if you say, yes, I do need it, then ask yourself, what if I don't have it? What's going to happen?
Yeah.
And usually you'll talk yourself out of buying a lot of things.
Done that a lot.
Yeah.
And in this world of like consumerism, you absolutely don't need whatever you want to buy.
My favorite thing right now doing is like adding it to the cart.
I love doing that.
Just letting it sit there forever.
And just see how much it costs.
Yeah.
Or like take it, like add it to your cart, close the browser, wait the next day, see if they give you a coupon.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to buy it.
Or
I got 10% off.
A lot of times what you can also do is if you start like browsing clicking certain things, you'll start getting ads.
Yeah.
For that same thing at another place for like a lower price. It's a weird thing. They get all your information anyways, right?
Yeah.
Or I just go on Facebook Marketplace. Honestly, Facebook Marketplace is a huge place. If you're trying to spend big money on something,
love that.
Go on Facebook Marketplace first. It's harder with electronics because electronics can be kind of weird, but depending on what it is, Facebook Marketplace is a place to go to because you'll save a lot of money that way.
You love Facebook Marketplace.
I love it.
I didn't mention this. When it comes to saving, something that really forces your hand is having debt.
Oh, yeah.
I graduated with debt.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't lucky enough to have...
you weren't a trust
like
fund
a trust
kid.
fund.
I didn't have a lot of money. So I went the OSAP route. And I did, although I worked in the summer times.
Yeah.
That is when I also got my... my splurging out. Because in the winter time, when there was a winter break, I would go travel. So... when I graduated, I did have debt. And then it's like, oh, I don't want to live my life with debt. Even though I do that now with a mortgage. But when you're just graduating, some kids didn't have college debt or university debt. And so I wanted to get rid of that. And that forced me to save. Yeah. That forced me to think about how am I going to get rid of this in the quickest way possible.
Yeah.
Honestly, living at home made it possible. Obviously, having a job makes it possible too. But then once you make money and you're as a young person, it makes you feel some type of way. So you really just need to be responsible. And so having that debt, honestly, just put me into high gear. And I was like, okay, I need to do this, do that. So I was quickly paying off debt. And then when you do pay it off, you feel like you've accomplished something great. So
sorry, I was going to suggest if you have no other bills to pay and you only have debt, do you think it's smart maybe putting 90% of whatever you're getting paid towards? Because it's not just get it out of the way.
Especially if your debt is tied to interest.
Because there are people who suggest
pay it off as soon as you can, because not paying it off will get you in a relaxed mindset, in a relaxed state, and then you'll perpetually make that worse. So the moment you do pay it off, or the moment you're committed to a goal to pay it off, I like to think about it in so you understand how much you get paid every month, and then how much debt you have, what you can afford to pay off every month, and then you start to get excited that, oh, in 4 months I'll be debt free. So then you create goals for yourself, and sticking to those goals and then achieving them and seeing the success is the high that you get off of it.
Are there tools for doing this kind of stuff, for budgeting
Excel.
these? I guess Excel is your friend, guys. Or workbooks. What do they call it now? On Google Sheets.
There's also ChatGPT, Copilot, AI. It'll help you calculate these things.
That's a big thing nowadays. You could literally just be like, this is how much I make. This is how much my student monthly bills are. Create me a budget. These are what my expenses are, and they'll do it all for you these days.
Honestly, shout out to COVID, because no, I'm not even joking. Last week in our Q&A, I was telling you guys that I got the job that I got right before COVID. So that all of 2020, I was at home. I wasn't spending a dime. Well, a little bit here and there on Amazon. But every like dollar that I made during 2020, I saved it all and then I paid off my student loans without having any interest accumulated. Because it was frozen for a little bit. And then I was like, all right. And that was because he was like, yo, this year you're not leaving the house. Pay off your student loans. And I was like, all right.
Smart move.
I'll do that.
Keep that in. Well, actually, now the interest is back again, right?
Yeah, but like take his advice, right? Like if you're fresh out of, school and you have tens of thousands of debt, and you also are fortunate enough to get a job right outside of school, because that's the other thing too, right? Like
getting a job these days, they said that I believe like the jobless rate or like the unemployment rate right now is like 50-something%.
No, it's not.
For people between like 18 to 24.
No way.
And 24, that includes people just getting out of university. We can check what it is.
High.
Yeah, it's really high right now. It's really. Let me see what.
In general, as a country, I think it's like 7% right now.
Let me see.
So
I don't even. Is that high or is that normal?
It's not very high, but it's on the higher end. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. As of July, the youth unemployment rate in Canada. Oh no, it's 15%.
Oh.
Wait.
I mean, that sounds.
Wait. Let me search Ontario. Let me search Ontario.
Yeah, where'd you get that stat from?
But they were saying something about that for like, or maybe it was just for 18-year-olds.
No, it is hard for graduates right now to get jobs.
Oh, for high schoolers, it's 31%. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh.
It is harder to get jobs now, right? Though.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
so
yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting for.
Like
I mean.
years. I am a chartered accountant, but I'm not like a financial planner. Those are completely two different jobs and two different like disciplines and mindsets. So budgeting is all like a personal like sort of thing that you kind of journey that you go on.
Yeah.
But it's exciting because when you have money that you've saved and you worked for it, you also get some satisfaction in spending it because you're like, oh, I earned this.
Yeah. I feel like the satisfaction is better when you know you've done it the right way versus people who kind of be like, F it, I'm just going to buy it because forget budgets and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it feels good in the moment, but then literally like a day later after that bill comes through, you're like, what was I thinking?
I forget what the saying is, but like comparing yourself to other people is going to steal your joy.
Comparison is the thief of joy.
Yes. Yeah. I said comparison.
I didn't want to call you out.
Yeah, good one, Mike Tyson.
Oh my God.
So like when you're saving money, you'll question yourself and you'll feel like, why am I doing this when I see like other people flexing on Instagram or in person? You're like, oh, this 20-year-old has like a nice car.
Yeah.
I know I could buy that car if I wanted to today, but I'm not. Because I have bigger dreams and bigger goals. So like these are the things that will like eat away at your motivation, but you got to see the bigger picture.
Yeah.
You have to understand like you don't truly know that person's situation. They could have this car but then be in a lot of debt.
We literally mentioned that last week. Yeah.
Or they could have been gifted money, like whatever the case
or come
is,
into
gifted
money.
the whole car.
Yeah.
So like those are things you're never going to know, and then those are things you shouldn't beat yourself up over.
Yeah.
So I think stay committed to your goal, to your path, and then you'll be happy with that.
Yeah.
That's pretty solid advice, Sabri.
No, it's like this.
What? I don't even know if I'm going to get that on camera.
Maybe not. It's basically like you have to do that.
Yeah. You got away without having to tell the cat story, but
okay, tell
there's
the
so
cat.
many stories.
Okay.
Let's talk about my cat
story. Let's end off on the cat story.
Yeah.
Because I have one perspective. Sara has told her perspective multiple times on the podcast now. I need to know your perspective since you have been one of the perpetrators.
I know what he's gonna say. Before he gets into that,
what?
I feel like we skipped over a very important time of our lives. Our hamsters.
Oh yeah, there's a hamster. Do we have? Okay, let's just go in on it.
I'm sorry, you have to tell the hamster story.
I'm tired.
No, I'm thinking of the editing.
Yeah. You can just cut stuff off.
Yeah.
I feel like you have to talk about the hamsters.
Okay, so we had. It was actually.
It was my idea.
No, whose birthday was it? There's a reason why we got them.
It was me, and then because you're a jealous older brother, you're like, I want my own hamster. I don't want to share with her.
All right. So what were their names again? Puff Hammy and like.
Mine was Bilbo. I don't know
Bilbo?
why, but like.
Puff Hammy.
Anyways.
He
Oh,
was
this was where you're
Diddy's-
big P
Okay,
Diddy
like
fan?
we don't talk about Diddy right now.
Well, you used to wear
But-
the Sean John too.
He was,
Not just that.
guys, obsessed. My brother believed he was Sean John. He thought he was.
He wore the
Diddy.
oversized jersey.
People called me him.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that-
They said, okay, growing up, I got P Diddy.
Yeah.
I got Carlton.
I could see
got-
Carlton.
Yeah, I can see Carlton
And
too.
it's on my Instagram. And then there was this guy on like what was that app called again? Before
MySpace?
no, the one that was like short videos.
Oh,
Vine?
Vine?
Vine, yeah. There's this guy on Vine that I apparently.
I'm gonna pull up your
I don't remember
Instagram
that.
to see.
Anyways,
what you're talking about.
that's where the name came from.
Yeah.
And any like early 2000s kid obviously was into like Fat Farm,
Mhm.
DJ, and like Sean John.
Yeah.
So, yeah, whatever. I named this hamster Puff Hammy.
Yeah.
'cause that was cool like that. And then, so these hamsters, and like, it's such a interesting pet to have because like nobody would think to have a hamster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
As,
don't know
as a
how.
Harari, right?
I don't know
Mhm.
how our parents agreed to that.
And so we got 2 hamsters, but we put them in one cage.
Mhm.
That was the mistake that we made, or at least maybe it wasn't. I have no idea.
No,
Mhm.
because I remember. Sorry, I finally found the photo. Do you know who that guy is?
Oh, I know that. I don't know his name, but I know who that is.
Okay.
Yeah, show
Yeah.
it to the camera. Maybe I can zoom in on it.
I'll screenshot it.
Okay, yeah,
Thank you.
screenshot and send it.
So
Mhm.
our 2 hamsters, we loved playing with them. We were in
Yeah.
an apartment, so like we had them in a cage. You can let them go out. They run
Mhm.
around, etc. But responsibility comes with owning a pet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, because I remember that drive home from the pet store.
Mm-hmm.
They gave them to us in these little like cardboard like box things.
Yeah.
And Sabri's was like super chill. It was like sleeping in the box.
Mhm.
Mine was chewing its way out of the box, and I was like, "Did I pick the wrong one?" I'm
Yeah.
scared. When we got home and we got accustomed to like playing with
Mhm.
them and stuff, his was always like the mean, like moody, introverted one, and mine was super social. Like it was friendly.
Mhm.
It would like let you hold it and stuff. So that's just like prefacing, okay?
Mhm.
I feel like because we gave my hamster more attention, Sabri's was planning its long-term attack.
Okay. Let
Okay.
him.
I'll let him continue though.
See, like it's funny. We grew up in the same household. We
Mhm.
have totally different like POVs.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear
Okay.
your
Why was
POV.
hers like the demon or something?
No, no, it wasn't. I don't even remember that about the
Mhm.
hamster specifically. I
Yeah.
just know what happened because
Mhm.
it was kind of traumatizing.
Mm-hmm.
So we had 2 hamsters, and we'd always like hear them playing around at nighttime. 'Cause
Yeah.
there's like a wheel, and then there's like
In the same cage.
Yeah, they're both in the same
Mhm.
cage. So one would sleep in the corner. There's like a little squirt bottle you attach to
Yeah.
it. They go up, they drink,
Mm-hmm.
and then they would run in the hamster wheel, and at nighttime they sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So like you would hear them scattering around, and then you just would have never been a good like pet owner.
I was like 7, first of
Yeah,
all.
still. So when you own a pet,
Amir, I was 7. I was a child.
listen though,
You
When
still
you
have
own a pet-
responsibility. Okay. Yeah.
when you own a pet, you need to like take care of it, right?
Yeah.
We did collectively.
All you did was refill the water bottle whenever like
Except for your hamster would like bite, okay? And I didn't like your
This
hamster.
is a sibling rivalry coming out right now.
No, his hamster was me. It wasn't friendly. Amir, you stick your hand in the cage,
Yeah.
and it goes to bite you. And have you seen hamster teeth before?
Maybe he was just hungry because you weren't feeding it enough.
Thank you.
What are you talking about?
that is the reason.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. Okay.
Okay, fine.
So what happened?
From my perspective,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
okay, I didn't know that hamsters could fight.
They get
Mhm.
territorial. The lady in the pet store
I did-
literally said, "Don't put them in the same cage." I looked at my dad. He's like, "I'm not." Our cage was expensive. If
Yeah,
you remember,
it's like an $80 cage.
it was
Yeah.
expensive. So he looked at me and he's like, "I'm not buying these 2 friggin' rats,
Yeah.
2 cages. They're staying in one." And so,
After she told you guys not to. Okay.
yeah, she
Yeah.
literally told
He's
us,
like,
"Don't do
we'll
that."
buy it another time.
Yeah.
So then we took them home. We're excited. They're in the box. We
Mhm.
put them in. I think we owned them for maybe like 8 months. Like it was a long
Yeah,
time.
we
had a
had
good
them.
relationship with them.
Yeah.
hmm
And then they like their poo smells. You have to change their thing.
Mhm.
And so we kind of got lazy with all that stuff.
Ooh.
Right.
Okay.
Somebody wasn't feeding them enough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Somebody.
So then you would come home from school, you hear them running around, you get excited.
Yeah.
So I think it was in the morning of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was in the morning. We woke up and like we weren't hearing.
Them, like,
No,
noise
remember,
much.
like yours bit mine, and it had like a little scab for a little bit. That was the
Yes,
first incident.
yes, that was the first thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like, you would hear them scattering around, and you think they're playing.
Yeah.
Until we noticed hers had like a patch of hair missing.
Yeah.
We're like, what happened to it?
Mm-hmm.
Did it like get caught in the cage and like something happened to it? And then we're just like, oh no. We're like, are we supposed to take it to a vet? Like, what do you do? And then,
Mind you, like we have immigrant parents, okay? Imagine my parents thought when I'm like, we have to take this hamster to the vet. And they're like, I'm not taking a rodent to the, like, no, I'm not doing
we're
that.
not spending money on a rodent.
Yeah, that was their
They're
thought
trying to
process.
spend as little money as possible for these things.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they regretted it after.
Yeah.
So then we just brushed it off, okay? And what happened was mine was still running around.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, where'd hers go? Like, did it get lost?
Yeah.
And then I realized what was happening. I thought it was asleep, but no, it was actually dead.
I wasn't there. I remember Mom and I went out that morning.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually dead. And I'm freaking out. Like, what the heck? I didn't know hamsters were capable of this. And it was not only dead, but my hamster was eating it.
It was eating it?
It was
like
eating.
as you were looking at it?
Gnawing at it like Discovery Channel. And there wasn't like too much blood or anything, but the fact that it was doing that, I was then like disgusted by it and repulsed by my own hamster. And I'm like, these things just gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm not touching it, taking the whole cage. And we lived in an apartment. And then the garbage chute was like downstairs. I wanted to throw it over, but we didn't do that.
Oh, okay.
But, like,
Do you know what he actually did?
What?
He took the cage with his hamster and the corpse and bones of mine.
Yeah.
The remnants of the body, the feet.
Yeah.
And he put it by the front door. Like inside the apartment.
Yeah.
So my mom and I don't know where we went, but we were gone that morning. I vividly, like this was my first experience of trauma.
Mm-hmm.
We walk in through the front door and I'm like, why is the hamster cage at the front? So my mom's already automatically upset because she's like, why are the hamsters here?
Yeah.
it smells.
Yeah, because she's like, who put them here?
Yeah.
So I look down and I'm like, something looks off. Where's my hamster?
Yeah.
And I see Sabri's is like kind of just like moving weird.
Mm-hmm.
So then I like look properly and all I see are the feet and like the bones. And I lost.
It got through that much?
Yes, it ate the whole thing.
That's crazy.
So I
didn't even know they could fit that much in them.
I didn't know either.
Like when I tell you I freaked out.
Yeah.
And so my mom's like, oh my God, what happened? Where's the hamster? I'm like, Sabri's hamster ate mine. And then I'm screaming. Sabri comes like out from the hallway. And I'm like hysterical. Do you remember how much I was crying?
I do remember, yeah.
And my mom's trying to comfort me. And through the tears, Sabri comes up to me. He's like, and I don't know who put it in the plastic bag. Was it Mom? Like the body? Someone put it in a plastic bag. He's holding it like this. And he's like,
yeah.
do you want to come with me to the garbage to throw it out?
It's like that's their funeral. You're just throwing them down the garbage chute.
That was crazy.
So wait, so the other one just passed away?
Yes.
We were scared of it.
So mine,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, we were scared of
Like,
it because it's like,
hamsters
oh, if
are
it's gonna
herbivores, I
eat his
think.
buddy,
Yeah.
it can definitely chew off my fingers, right? Because as a kid, like you go to extremes.
Yeah.
So then I didn't feed him that much.
Crazy.
Well, he ate enough.
No,
you know
but
what I'm
I
saying?
feel like he had like some diseases growing inside of him, and then that was his downfall.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then one day,
because that's definitely not normal. Like they're
Yeah,
not
like-
supposed to be eating each other.
They do get territorial and they can kill each other.
But the eating each other is like that.
The eating was like
yeah.
overboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy
Yeah.
still.
Yeah.
That was a wild one.
Mhm.
So those habits then came, continued on,
Yeah.
and her pet ownership just, wasn't that greatest even after we got a kitten. You want to talk about how well you took care of your kitten?
The one that I think we've talked about this before. The one that got pregnant 5 times.
Okay, first of all, let me remind you guys, when we got this kitten, this was like years and years and years of me begging because I love cats, okay? And one day my dad, like, I don't even remember. I think he like made us pick him up from work or something. Like we
collect. He like picked us up. I mean, after school.
It was after school.
Oh, get dressed. I'm gonna take you somewhere.
Yeah.
And then we got in the car, and he brings us to his friend's house.
Yeah.
And then who we know.
Yeah.
Right. And then we're like, oh, what are we doing here? And then he's like, oh, you get to pick a cat. And we're like, what?
I honestly, when I tell you, I was ecstatic. Like, I was so excited. And so we were trying to, like, look for the cat that we wanted. And Sabri's like, pick the most playful one. Remember?
How young are they at this point?
They were like
they were
6
like
or 8 weeks, right? Like, they were very small.
Yeah.
So anyways, mind you, no consultation with my mom. It was just the three of us. He said, guys, it's our secret. Don't call your mom. Don't tell her. We're like, okay, cool. Yeah. We pick out the cat we want. Took her home in a Nike shoebox.
That's crazy.
Bought all the stuff from Walmart, like her food and whatever like she needed. And we go home. I was still in university at the time. I was a student. You were like in your working phase at this point. Yeah. And we had this kitten. And so because I was the one that was like mostly home in between classes.
And wanted the cat.
And so did he.
Oh, you wanted the cat too? Okay.
Yeah, he really wanted the cat too.
I'm surprised he never got a pet after that, but maybe it's because of this. But continue. Go ahead.
And so, like, for the first couple of weeks, I was scared of her. I was wearing, like, friggin' boots in the house.
What?
Yeah, because she would, like, wrap her... Remember she would always bite her ankles?
Yeah.
I hated that.
Actually, now, because we're doing research, we're getting kittens or getting cats. Like, I realize why that is.
Why?
It's because, like, if you take cats away from... the mother too early, or at least if they're still kittens, they don't learn how to behave like a cat. They don't learn like how to treat you properly. Yeah, a dub basically. They don't learn manners. That's what it is, manners. They don't learn manners yet. So usually if you get kittens at that age, you're supposed to get 2. Because actually when you get 2, it's actually half the work. Yeah. Because they deal with each other, they play with each other, they take care of each other, they teach each other what proper boundaries are. But I think that because you guys got her so early, she didn't learn boundaries. So she would like she just never learned it ever, clearly, because even when I went over there, like, we were always getting scratched up.
Our cat was like a dog, though.
She was like very much like a dog. Yeah, that's so true.
Like whenever I'd come home, she'd come and like rub up on me.
Yeah.
Well, that's a cat thing.
That is a cat thing, but it's also like she was excited to see me.
Yeah.
And then in the mornings when I'd wake up, like she would wait for me at the door, and then she knew what my next step was always.
Yeah.
Whether I went like one step this way or one step the other way, she would beat me to the end target of where
really?
Yeah. So, she knew if I went one step that way, that was to the washroom.
Yeah.
So she'd wait for me at the washroom. And then when I got into the washroom, she'd jump up onto the counter and then wait. Yeah. She knew I was going to turn the sink on.
Yeah. And try to lick from it.
Yeah, she'd get some water. So like she was really smart.
Yeah. She was smart, but like we did no research when it came to cats, so we kind of just like figured it out as we went along. And like so we got her in like 2011, and then in 2012 Sabri and I both went to Ethiopia together. And while we were there, this is when she went from being an indoor cat to an outdoor cat, because my mom, who didn't agree to getting a cat in the first place, never liked her and was always afraid of her, and would accidentally like she escaped one day and then kind of just...
She was a door dasher.
She was.
Yeah.
Became one.
Yeah, she did. And it kind of became like a habit where anytime the front door was open, she would like book it and just run outside and live her life out there. So that was the summer that she, got a boyfriend. And later that year, after we came back, she ended up getting pregnant for the first time. And she was pretty young. She was like a year and a bit old. So once she got pregnant the first time, we didn't know, because we don't know what to expect. Yeah. Until one day I'm like, yo, why is she so like round? What happened to her? And then my mom was like, guys, she's pregnant, I'm telling you. And then there was one day when she gave birth, and I remember my dad.
What?
My dad FaceTimed me when I was still on my way home from school. Yeah. He's like, yo, your cat's about to give birth.
Like, wait, at this point you didn't know that she was pregnant?
No, we knew she was pregnant, but like we've never...
You don't know what you're supposed to do. Yeah.
So he's like, what do? Do I get towel? He's like running around the house getting towels, like not sure what to do. I brought everyone home with me. Like I remember Amina, Hanan, Abbas, like we're all crowding around this cat, watching her give birth. And, you know, shout out to the Harari community because all y'all have Chiku's babies. You're welcome, by the way. But then it kind of just like kept happening. So every so often she'd go outside.
You turned into a breeder, basically.
We did.
Unofficially.
And that little like side room that we have on the first floor, that was
her room.
That was her room.
Yeah, that's where she would raise the kittens.
Yeah. And then it got so overwhelming that it was just like, okay, this is too much.
Yeah. And speak of the day.
Well, yeah, because we just kept going through kittens. And then you're like looking to find like where to, you know, house them.
Yeah.
But they were so cute.
They were really cute. I
held
like
they were
I held
cute,
like 5 of them like this one.
Yeah.
It was like pretty cool.
They're so cute.
But yeah, if you don't know what you're doing, it can get overwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a
lot
of mouths to feed and all that stuff.
So who was the first person to be like, yo, we got to get rid of this cat?
My mom.
That was our mom.
That's your mom?
Wanted to get rid of it since the first day.
The day Chiku arrived, she's like, get out of my house.
So how did you get pulled into it and be like, okay, you know what? There's nothing I can do.
Well, I think it was her new furniture that she purchased, or like basically cats need like a scratching post.
Yeah.
And our cat was using the house furniture as a scratching
Did you guys
post.
ever buy a scratching post?
She had that like one.
We had one,
thing.
but like it wasn't a proper thing.
Yeah.
And then if they don't gravitate towards it, then they won't use it.
Yeah.
They'll use what they like.
Yeah.
So if you ever go to someone's house who has a cat, you'll notice like parts of the couch are like really roughed up because they like to dig their nails into it.
Yeah.
So sometimes people get their cats declawed or they
That's so
find
not
them
good,
that
though.
way.
Yeah.
Or you just have to constantly cut their nails.
Yeah.
Which can be hard if they don't like it. Especially like how they don't like taking baths or showers.
Yeah, she was like literally, she hated water.
Yeah.
For someone who always would run to the tap every time you opened it.
Crazy.
The
right?
moment the tap in the tub opened, you couldn't find her.
Yeah.
It was gone.
So then I don't remember where you specifically were.
I was at work.
Yeah.
I remember I had a feeling, like I had a gut feeling something was going to happen because when I was leaving work, I like kissed her, I hugged her, and then I put her in my closet. I don't know if she stayed in there or not, but
but like eventually my mom was just fed up. She's like, I'm allergic.
No, she's not.
They say that for everything.
It destroyed the house furniture. We had no control. Like we didn't want to get her spayed and neutered. So we had no control over her from that sense. Like she just was destroying the house with all the kittens.
Yeah.
Like we had too many kittens.
Yeah.
And then the kittens need to be potty trained.
Yeah.
So like they were littering all over the place, which is why we stuck them into that one room and said, you guys do whatever you want to that room.
Yeah.
And then because they were learning how to do their business, first of all, I think it had carpet there initially. So they were peeing and pooing on the carpet, which made that room smell ridiculous.
I remember that.
And then we all looked at her like, this is all your fault, okay? Because she never in her life gathered the kitty litter.
That is a lie.
You never did
That is a lie.
You maybe did 1 scoops, but when it was like
did
6
you do
cats...
Did you do it often?
I did it enough. It was...
But when we asked, you would never do it.
Because it was always your turn. You would ask me when it was your turn.
But you loved her the most, so you're supposed to do it.
Whatever.
Right?
Yeah, cat lover. Come on.
See?
Now.
Whatever.
So anyways, when we asked her to do stuff...
You'll get a taste for this soon enough.
When we asked her to do stuff, she wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
So all the blame and responsibility was now on her. And it's like, oh, she's not caring for it anymore. Maybe she doesn't need it.
That's not... That
is the train of thought. All right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So then it's like, well, what do we do with her? And then... I can't remember exactly.
I remember this because my mom would always say it.
Yeah.
She'd be like, just drive somewhere really far and drop her.
Yeah. That's my mom's
had
idea.
no soul for that cat. Let her no love for that cat.
She did not care at all. Mom?
So the cat, it
Yeah.
would go out and it would spend the whole day outside, but it knew where to come home. And even one time, like it was missing for a few days and it still came home.
She
came home. Pronouns here. So then her idea was take it far away and then it won't know how to come home.
Yeah.
She, I should say.
Yeah.
Anyways, so that was her idea. But then I was like, like I still have some,
Yeah.
Still,
You
like
still
she
felt
was my
something
cat
for her.
too.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
she slept in my bed.
Yeah.
She was always at the bottom of my feet, keeping me warm in the
Yeah.
winter time. So like I still, I was like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
But you know what I can do?
What?
There's this thing called the Humane Society, right?
That's where we went, actually.
So like that's where you could have gone to get a cat.
Mhm.
So I'm like, maybe someone who wants a cat is responsible. Will go there and pick her up. And
Yeah.
rehouse her.
Mm-hmm.
So I did take her to the Humane Society,
Mm-hmm.
and my story was I started feeding this cat in my backyard once. It just came coming back.
Yeah.
It's not mine,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't keep it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm giving it to you guys.
And they took the cat.
And I took the cat.
I remember you guys would check the website every once in a while.
So here's the
just to
thing.
see. Yeah.
They took her,
Yeah.
and then
She was also pregnant at that time.
yes, which is why I felt
Worse.
kind of bad.
Yeah.
Because they took her and they put her in a box and they were walking her away, and then as I was like walking out the door, she was like meowing, and I turned around, and then she was like coming out of the box to jump out.
Chica.
Okay.
She was probably so scared.
She was scared. And then I can't remember if like they told me, but
Yeah.
somehow I found the website,
Mm-hmm.
and then I saw they took a mugshot of her
Mhm.
and gave her a whole new name.
Yeah.
What was the name they gave her?
I don't know. I
Are you
forget.
crying,
Something
Sara?
stupid.
Right.
No, because like she probably felt so lonely and betrayed.
But like she had a whole name.
I'm
She
sure
had
she
a
has a good home
story.
now. Yeah.
She had like they put like a little cute description,
Mm-hmm.
like saying, "Oh, I like to do this and do
How
that.
the hell would they
This is my
know?
favorite food."
How would they know what she likes?
They
She
just
loved
made-
tuna.
They made stuff up so that
Yeah.
she would be marketable to someone who
Yeah.
wanted to adopt her.
Yeah.
And we literally checked that website like every day
Mm-hmm.
to see if she would get adopted. And then
Yeah.
one day, the picture disappeared.
Oh, so she got adopted.
That's what we think.
She has a good home now,
So
Sara.
that's
Don't
the
worry.
story that we're ending it on, that she got
Mhm.
adopted and nothing else.
Yeah, guys. So if you ever see a cat out there, oh, actually, all tabbies look the same. It's not like
Yeah,
there was no
they all
like
look the
unique
same.
markers on her or anything like that.
Yeah, but she had good memories, man. Everyone, like,
Mm-hmm.
was introduced to a cat. Like,
Yeah.
how many doors have I broken down for y'all?
Exactly.
Right?
Well, I never got to convince my parents to get a cat, so I have to do myself. But
Yeah.
we're still doing it. Maybe even 2.
Mhm.
We'll see.
Are you
Sara-
sure you want to do 2?
No, we have. We'll see. Okay,
Yeah.
but yeah, I get Sabri. Thank you for coming on to the podcast.
I appreciate it. I feel like there's so much.
I know
more
there's
We'll do
so
a part
much
two.
more. Okay.
About-
We'll do a part 2.
Yeah.
Maybe your listeners can dictate what. the
Yeah,
part 2
exactly.
will
If
be
there's any
about.
more that like you guys want to know, any questions you guys have,
Yeah,
let us know in the comments. For those who always ask for a long episode, you finally got one. Okay.
Oh my god, I just saw the time.
Yeah, I'm just literally hoping that this camera like did not overheat or something. It's still
Damn.
recording, so
Mhm.
it should be working.
All right.
But I guess we'll find out. The first few minutes of this, kind of the sound was kind of off, so I'm sorry about that.
That's
but
okay.
yeah, if you like this episode,
You know what to do.
yeah, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Follow us on our Cousin Connection Pod on Instagram, TikTok, all those places. Sabri, you have anything else to say?
Nothing. You guys are great. As Sara's brother, I'm watching y'all in the background. Your come up has been amazing. Keep it up.
Thanks,
Thank
Sabri.
you. Still got a lot to go, okay?
If you want to see more of Sabri, come back
Yeah.
to our channel. Let us know what
Mhm.
questions you want to ask him or what you want us to talk about. If you want
Yeah.
him to like reveal any embarrassing stories, I
Mhm.
think we already did.
Yeah, we were all over the place, but
There's one that I was actually wanting to reveal about you and see whether or not you remember it.
let's save that for another
Save
day.
that for the
Save
next
that one for another
episode.
day.
Yeah.
We're at 2 hours now. Okay.
All right.
But yeah, again, follow us, Cousin Connection Pod, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see y'all next week.
Bye.